We're late to the party. So how does this work? Do we appear on live or?
Let's just have a look. I need to go over to your channel.
Yeah, get on the telly. What's going on?
There we are.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're live.
You
We're
are
live.
live, indeed.
What is going on, people?
Mute tab.
How'd you do away your chips last time?
There we go.
How's it going, people?
You can throw in the booth, I guess.
Sorry, man, my telly just pulled a madness.
Yeah, we've got Jay May joining the live. So, what's going on, Jay?
Going on, brother?
Hey up, Jay. S.
Can you hear us, mate?
I don't think it can.
Jay, can you hear us?
We've definitely got sound.
We have got some technical issues.
Jay, can you hear us?
The Bluetooth device
No, I
is
can't hear anything,
disconnected.
man.
He's probably got us muted. He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
Check your settings, brother. If you can hear us, check your settings, mic settings.
How can we make this though?
Yeah, I
properly
got it. I
live?
got it. You good, lads?
Oh, there we go. We
Thank
can
you.
hear him.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lord. I've got the official app. Can you not send me a code to join this instead of that link? Because this link keeps taking me to the internet.
Yeah, it's StreamYard. It's how it works.
Yeah, but I've got the actual app though. You know, like they made me just sign up to it and stuff.
So, Smack, who can I make a mod? How do I make someone a mod? Here we go. Here we go. Add as moderator.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you'd have to be on the page for that.
All right.
I feel like
I've just turned my telly on. It says Banksy's live.
I need to go sit on the old sofa.
Chat, how's the sound? Are we all coming through clear and fine?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I think we're all fine.
No echoes.
Jay, so you can hear us now, maybe?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice to see you,
There we
mate.
go. Hey up, Jay.
I just want lads, what are you saying? You're all good and well, yeah? Smoking
Yeah,
good?
we're good, mate.
All good, brother.
We're good. So just a quick question. Obviously, we're all here, and I'm going to try and space it out because I've never done a live. I don't know how to structure it. But obviously, we've got a few people here, and obviously, I would like to ask you some questions myself because I've seen your review channel pop up, and I've seen what you've got going on over there, and I think it's my dream to have something like that. So, you know, I want to ask you a few questions about how you actually came into, not obviously, how long you've been using cannabis, when you started using medical cannabis, silly stuff like that, what you think of it, what do you think the problem of it is, and basically any improvements that we can possibly make.
Oh, there's loads of improvements. Loads of improvements need to be made.
100%. So my first question was when did you actually, or let's just start from when did you open up the shop? Was it prior to medical cannabis or just after?
No, I had my medical cannabis before I opened. The shop's been here 2 years now.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes.
2 years. Been, better than expected. When I opened the place, like my aim was to go to events. Like, you know, I wanted to be in the Glastonbury, the Reading, the big events, and be like the safe space at the events. The lounge kind of like took like a different business aspect really. But yeah. I've liked the way it's gone. I still haven't gone to any events yet, like big events to provide spaces, but that is the aim I want to do. Like,
Is actually be at events with your brand.
yeah, man. So be there, supply the equipment, supply the safe space, like be the area for people to go to, like, you know.
Yeah, because I've seen your shop and you do have a lot of devices, and it seems like you would be the man for something like that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, I'd hope to be. That was the aim, but obviously I haven't done that. But the lounge goes well. The lounge is good. People travel far, which is like the one thing that always shocks me. How far people travel to come here. So yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, no, I would say I was saying to everybody else in the Discord, it would be nice to actually visit the shop and get a group and actually visit the shop and actually do something there. That would be absolutely sick. I think I mentioned it to you before on my old channel. I don't know if you remember, we were speaking quite briefly before, Jay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another good thing as well. A lot of events get held, yeah.
Really?
Which is good. They do get a lot of events with doctors and clinics as well, which is nice as well.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
yeah, mad. It is mad.
Did
Yeah.
Cardiff clinic get involved with you at all?
They used to a lot. I know Sam and Dave quite well. Sam's amazing. She's wicked. Yeah. It's
Where is your shop?
in Newport.
Newport.
Yeah,
Wow.
Newport, South Wales.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Am
It
I
would
right in
definitely-
thinking that you can go to Bristol and just nip over the water, and
That's where many-
it's an easier
many-
way to do it?
Swimming.
Yeah, many of my custom I say is Bristol. They it's like 20 minutes, half hour away, like so.
Right. Fuck. Right. Okay. Well, that makes it easier then. I didn't quite realise that because I've been to Bristol a couple of times in the last year just to get
Yeah,
all my
I find
tattoos
that
have
a
been
lot
done
of
in
people say
Bristol.
Wales, and they think I'm
Nice.
like up in the valleys or something.
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got to go back down. I'll be going back down to get some more tattooing done. So it would make sense to pop over. Then I'll fucking combine the two visits.
I would definitely take that trip with you, Smack. I would definitely, that would be something I would travel for. Because
Yeah,
what
let's
I'm
do
seeing-
that then. Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah.
seeing,
Me and Extracts have been on that.
definitely, what I'm seeing Medi do is, like I said, it's my dream, innit, Medi? And what I'm seeing you doing is a lot more, like, to actually set up something like that. I can only imagine the type of headache it must have been for you getting the actual license to open it up and all the fucking drama it must have been like, mate.
It was a bit of drama. It was like it took me about 3 months back and forth every day. It was more teaching at one point. And in that space as well, I was using the library a lot, and they were doing like Parkinson events and whatever, and I was getting myself involved with all that. It was like they did like just little mini events in some spots in Newport. I got myself involved. I tried to I pushed it out to all the neighbours and stuff. Yeah, and just went for it really. I explained to him like if police was to come and kick off my door in the first 6 months, then you're gonna ruin everything, and like no one knows about medical. Like
I know.
a lot of people get it, and I think that's the key. If everyone just gets their 10 grams prescription, and more people are getting it, there's the more chances of these lounges and spaces and like quality will improve and stuff, you know.
What would you?
I think in medical at the moment.
That's what I mean. So you literally have to keep pushing because what you're doing is new territory, isn't it? It's not like anyone's done it before. So you're literally you're becoming a pioneer when it comes into something. I spoke to my friend. I said my dream. I've said this many years, mate, because we used to do a few coffee shops here and there, and it's always been my dream to have my own place where I can actually medicate in peace and medicate around people in peace. It's pretty much why I'm here and created this channel. And when I saw your vape lounge, I think I spoke to you. I don't like traveling much, but I'd actually travel to something like that, mate. I'll be honest with you. That looks like a proper little sesh place.
It's crazy. I think there was a lot of teaching. The equipment is the key, and my business model is to rent out and sell equipment and provide space, and I've just stuck with it really, and I think that's like the hardest part is sticking with that. Like, of course, it's tempting to sell weed. How easy it'd be to sell weed. Hopefully, one day when more people are on this, my dream, my idea is I display the medical. Whatever I get, I try and display it so people can come in, look, smell, feel, because I think that's the best part. Like, I think places should be everywhere where we can go and look and see our bird. Get like a minimum like gram or something on a prescription, and then if you want it, go to the big clinics to buy the big thing. Then, like.
Yes. Sorry, I missed that last part. I was trying to concentrate there. So what was you saying? Can you just repeat that, please?
I think more people should like more places should be able to sell and like show their weed, so you can buy small amounts. There's so many like customers and patients wasting above £70 on weed, and it's coming through the door and it's shit. And if we had the option to buy it for a tenner a gram, and like so much better for the customers and patients then to buy the bigger bits off them, like, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Smack, do you have anything to add to that?
It's what 4C. We've got an echo somewhere. Whoa. It's what 4C were trying to do with bringing in smaller packs.
But
obviously a lot of the clinics or the producers or the pharmacies or whatever don't want to bring in smaller amounts, because if it's shit, then we're all going to find out with them only making a tenner out of us or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they want to sell us 10 grams of absolute crap, because then they make the maximum amount of money before that news gets round to the whole community. But if I think it's a fucking great business model idea that if more lounges were set up, that the producers could send amounts for distribution in small amounts for us to try, then those companies that are really proud of their product would send samples onto the lounges to get that fucking positive feedback, or hopefully get that positive feedback. And I just guess the shit stuff, just don't send us the shit stuff, and we won't get to give you that good feedback on it or that bad feedback on it really quickly. But yeah, that'd be a fucking great idea.
It is bad. I think. Sorry, so I'm doing it again, Smack. I apologise.
That's all right. No, it's fine.
No. Carry on. Sorry, carry on.
It'll happen all the time. If someone like 4C was able to get together, or any of them get together with a lounge and just have a small amount of sample packs that we could go and buy, that'd be fucking amazing. Yeah.
Or an 8.
That'd be fucking awesome, yeah. But yeah, that's why when 4C brought in 3.5 gram packs, why it died a death. The clinics, the pharmacies didn't want to prescribe it.
Yeah.
They just weren't into it at all as a thing going forward. I guess because they know they're going to lose money on the shit stuff, because we're going to find out it's shit with them making such a tiny amount of money on it, because we're only going to have to buy a small amount.
But then if you buy 10 grams of something you don't like, you're going to throw it in the bin and reorder, and then they're going to be making even more money. Because you're buying 20 grams for every 10 grams you're smoking.
Yes.
Potentially.
Yeah, so it's all kind of...
It's not like you can sell it on. You can't sell it on. You can't send it back. All you can do is throw it in the bin.
It's not fit for human consumption. Oh, I won't give that to my worst enemy. No.
Yeah, you right down the toilet.
There's that PharmaServe stuff, putting that under the microscope and just seeing it full of loads of little black specks of shit was, not good.
And the medical is meant to be the cleanest.
Exactly.
No, but lads, listen, so I've been 6 years now, and I've seen the dark days, and it is so much better than it was back then, and it's still bad now. And one thing that me and Smacker spoke about, and I've tried to push for the lower weights, and it was all like, we're gonna do it, and everyone's like, yeah, you're hearing the echo chambers, yeah, we're gonna lower the weights. And then when it came to that moment, like you've just stated, they've realized we're gonna realize it's shit, and we're not gonna buy large amounts, are we? Because come on, I spent thousands on medical, and I've probably liked about 8 strains, and 3 of them have been good, and that's out of everything, and I mean nearly everything on the menu, nearly. That's bad.
Yeah, I was saying earlier today, in 3 years. In 3 years, I've barely repeated anything. It's only in the last 6 months or less that I've actually got a few things that I've started repeating. That's not a good ratio.
It isn't, is it? No, because you're an extracts and a vapor, and Jay, you're a combustion and a vapor. That's why I like to tune in, because you like to combust. Because obviously, I can't really tell what good weed is in a vaporizer. You understand? You could give me. I wouldn't really know, to be honest. So do you know a difference between what do you prefer, and can you really tell the difference from vaporization to combustion?
I think when you vaporize, I find the effects are mostly better when you vaporize. I do find that I can hit you a bit more. But like, but I love that Blue Lobster. Yeah, that Blue Lobster was banging on the vape. It was banging on the smoke. But there's many strains out there. Like I've done videos where I preferred it on the vape than smoking. But then I
Yes.
wouldn't reorder it just for being good on vaping. I'd only reorder it if it was good on both. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like at the moment that grayscales. I think they're the best one there at the moment. That pineapple, the gelato, that OZK is all right. Like they weren't the best on the vape. They combust nice, like.
Sorry, boys. Trying to find a comment. I can barely see any comments in there. One sec. Let's put this in.
No, I just want to say big up everybody in the community, man. One love always.
Hello, Aztec. We haven't
Yeah,
said hello
Aztec.
to you yet. Hello,
I know.
Aztec.
You're right.
Hello.
I was
Patiently
keeping
waiting.
quiet then.
I don't know how to do this.
I was keeping quiet then. I was just listening in.
I ain't got a fucking clue, lads. Listen, I'm not good at technical stuff, mate. Smack has just introduced this app to me, and I'm on a mobile phone, and it isn't really designed for a mobile phone, so I can't really check the comments. Yeah, but we're here. It's all that matters. Everybody's here. We're all actually speaking instead of being in our own little pockets, and that's what we're all here for. So, Aztec, thank you for joining the live stream. Take it away, mate.
I really appreciate it, lad. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to see everybody here. Do you know what I mean? Like Smack Salad, it's good to see you here, mate. It's good to see Jay's Medi Lounge here. You know what I mean? And many more people in the community as well, because I think that's what it's about. Is getting together and making sure we try and push it together rather than separately.
Because we just want better meds at a lower price. So like, personally, Blue Lobster, because Jay just mentioned it, was the first one I put in a spliff and remotely gave me that feeling of, oh shit, this is actually quite fucking decent. You understand? Blueberry banana.
I remember you were saying before about how many strains you've like rebought in. And I think I did a tally or something like out of 42 strains after 12 months, I think I only reordered 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And that is a shit ratio when you've like spent quite a bit through the year, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think when you order the Blue Lobster.
I do agree with what Matt was saying there as well before, you know.
I think the only one that me and Southeast Extracts found consistent was the Gary Payton. We love the Gary Payton by Grow Farmer.
It was all right,
they fucked it up. They got rid of it.
As soon as it come in, it went, didn't it?
I don't know, man. I had it for a while. It was there for a good few months, but then I went to reorder and it was gone. And I said to my doctor, what am I meant to do now? It's the only strain that I found that I liked. And he was like, well, choose something else.
Didn't a batch come through riddled with seeds at some point?
Oh, yeah, micro seeds. Yeah, I had a pot of that. It wasn't the end of the world because I vape. And if you're smoking, you don't want seeds exploding. When you're vaping, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. That gelato stuff is something I don't trust. But that was many, many moons ago. So I'm pretty sure they've changed a lot about what they've got going on. Personally, I don't order off the menu. That's something that I'm just going to avoid. But I didn't have the Gary Payton. And the gelato is it's famous for her meeting anyway. So it's nothing.
What do you think of Big Nasty stuff, though? Because I like Big Nasty at the minute because he's bringing in he's brought in. It is a lot of his shit, but he has brought in some decent ones at decent prices, and I feel like he is more patient focused.
I've heard that the ammo's good.
Nah.
The ammo is all right.
It's the price of it, though. Around here, you can get an ounce of Ami banging just as good for like £100 an ounce. He's charging 50 10 grams. You know, it's. But like he had that gelato. Me personally, and they were
I was expecting a lot more for Big Nasty.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Considering he smokes spliffs as well, and you never see him have a vaporizer, but then he's
Yeah, have
promoting
you seen his
vaporizer.
split
You
Yeah,
know,
but as Jake pointed out, I kind of know him through not know him personally through music, but like he is patient focused. The problem with the Big Nasty brands when it first dropped, it was dropped from them people growing Macedonia. There's two different
Yeah.
companies growing for Big Nasty. You got the one in I think it's Guernsey, and then you got the I think Persuado mentioned that, didn't he, Smack? There's two different Big Nasty cultivators, and I know the one in Macedonia I avoid with a passion because I've known them to grow a lot of shit weed, but they might have changed. This is like 2-3 years ago since I've had anything from them. So what you're saying
But for
today,
me,
man,
for me, it was one of them. It's like if he can get a foot in the door, one way or another, I think he's going to take that either way, and I think that's how he ended up. You know, he kind of had to get in with the shitter stuff before he can promote the better stuff, and I think that's where he's at.
well, he
And
knows
the
good weed.
contracts are going to be for a certain length of time as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of
Yeah.
once they're stuck, they're stuck. But I know I heard of a few people that, well, one person in particular, Doctor, I'm going to fucking name names. Why not? Dr. Av Singh, who he's a doctor in Canada, and he designs living soils for grow operations. And he met a few people from Big Nasty Medical and was telling them that their weed is shit. But that was back in the day when they were getting it from, I think at that point it was Hydatus desperocus, wherever you say it.
Yeah,
And that was all the stuff coming out of there was fucking crap.
I'm glad you said that. Thank God.
Was that the
It
one that
smelled
did the
great when you
tiger eye?
opened the tub and then kind of just did nothing.
I thought you were going to say it was good. Thank God you didn't like that because I had
No, it was terrible.
Was
That
it the
put me off.
Jokers? You know the
Put me
Jokers
off
from
completely. And now he's switched suppliers. I haven't gone back to it. So yeah, I keep hearing these rumblings that his stuff's better now because the contracts have run out, I guess, and now he's gone to different people.
I guess.
Yeah, someone else said that as well. It sounds right, that to me.
I tried the Jokers, and I'm going to be honest, it actually sizzled and popped. I've never had a medical strain like that, and I've only ever seen it on the black market. And there was no seeds. So when it was combusting, it was sounding like a campfire. I know that could be moisture levels, but it was definitely sizzling and popping all the way through the spliff with no seeds. So it was either
That's
a
not a good
moisture
sign.
content or I don't know. I can't tell you, but I didn't smoke it. I've done like 2 spliffs, and I was like, this is not for me. It's like snap, crackle, and pop.
So that
Yeah,
forces
that's
you
weird.
to-
Decided that.
4C Labs was Jokers, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Baroccas.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, no, this one at 4C Labs. 4C Labs, some of their weed's quite nice. It was that Barocca you just mentioned. I can't pronounce it.
I got
It was
you.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not 4C Labs. No, definitely not that. No. I enjoyed their Jokers.
Is that the same people that did Chapel of Love and
Yes.
Tiger's
Yeah.
Eye?
Yeah, there you go.
I found the Chapel of Love and Tiger's Eyes was doable at the time it came out because everything else was a bit shit.
Yeah.
But looking back
Yeah, that
now,
was-
I'd probably say it was all shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because obviously we've had better flowers come in now since that. But when that first came in, I treated myself to some of that. But then I was comparing that to the grow. So if you compare it to the grow, you're better off with that. But then as time's gone on, you kind of realise how shit the weed was when you first started buying it out. You know what I mean?
I think Chapel of Love was one of the first 30%ers that we had as well.
Was it? Yeah. It was all right.
I think so, yeah.
But then I don't know. It just fell off. I just lost interest.
But yeah, no, I wasn't.
What's the
I wasn't
most
keen on any
recent
of that
one
stuff.
on the strip now?
What was that?
I'm on Stinky Pinky Kush
Yeah.
and the apricot cream and cheese.
Nice.
The apricot
Why did you
cream
put me on Big Three?
All stinky pinky kush.
balanced. The apricot cream and cheese balanced is really fucking nice. Really surprised. It's lovely.
Brought that in before. It's all right. That is. It's a CBD one, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, presses really well. The rosin's lovely.
is it grow? Is it from grow?
It's lot 420. Hey.
Yeah. Have you tried the one from Grow though? Grow do one as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's just dog shit, innit?
Green Joy did one as well.
That's King Shirt from Green Carrot.
But
It's actually
but
decent.
they're all, that Green Joy, man, is dog do, man. That Moon Rocks, it's bullet weed. Remember bullet weed from the 90s?
No.
Yeah, I don't know where it breaks your ashtray when you're trying to flick your ash off. That's what they're selling there on that Moon Rocks.
What you got right now, Jay? What you smoking on?
I got some just street. I ain't smoking no medical.
We got some good weed.
Yeah. I tell you what. I tell you what. I tell you, there is one cultivator in the UK right now that's actually growing stuff out there fire, and it's exclusive genetics. No one's got it, and I don't really want to advertise it, but it's called Shangri-La Runts, mate. He's also got a Mobland as well. That's Runts cross Warheads cross LCG. No, Runts. No, LCG, Granddaddy Purple, and Warheads. And that's absolutely fire. But he's released Shangri-La Runts by Ginger Genetics, and it's absolutely, like, seriously, even all the reviewers is going around right about that. It's absolutely fucking fire. Lad. For UK, probably some of the best I've had in the last 4 years. But that's just, yeah.
Hundreds of good UK growers. There's
yeah, there is. But that's what I wanted to ask you as well. Prices, isn't it? So we're going to talk about pricing in medical. One thing that I feel that affects a strain on medical is the pricing as well as the quality.
I like this one because I like the Blue Lobster. The Blue Lobster was £100. Yeah, you put if you go in Amsterdam on the street, you're going to be paying like 240s, 270s. Yeah.
For that quality, yeah.
Who's getting 270 and out here?
It goes, mate. I've seen it.
Yo,
Good
that's not me, man. Fuck
yeah.
You
got to pay to play.
Yo, we fucking be rich if that was the case. Jesus. We're paying 180 to 220.
Yeah, but
and that's your top end.
What sort of stuff would you say that was like?
Stardog.
Yeah, exactly.
Proper
Stardog £100 an ounce round here.
You get a fucking box of Stardog for £1,000.
Where I live, Stardog's £100 a Z, and that's for one Z. You ain't got to buy a 9 bar. One Z, £100.
Yeah, there's obviously weed for £90.
Yeah, obviously, but that's what I'm saying. That's the street price. Obviously, people can get it cheaper now. I just broke myself, but what I'm saying is, if people are paying 270 on an ounce, that's just mad in my eyes.
So I chase UK genetics and cultivators. I that's one thing that I like to do, and I like to see what they're growing in it. And like some prices, I don't agree with the prices, but I only pay it to actually, like, it's just part of their work. I see it as art personally, and someone that's growing good flower.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think that's where a lot of it's just like swayed me away. It's just like, nah, I'm not gonna go and say that.
There is actually levels. I've tasted a lot of different things, and there is real good stuff. There is actually real good stuff like that. That I've seen. I don't personally think no weed is worth over 180. It should all be 120 to 160 at most. But unfortunately, there is markets and actual cultivators in the UK that do have a pricing, and I've seen it go from like good UK up into the exotic UK is 220 to 300. That is the price to certify good weed, and even then, it's just good weed. Is it worth that price? No, it certainly isn't. There is no weed worth over, like I said, 180 for an ounce. I certainly don't like paying over it, but I will pay for someone's work if it's directly from them and they're passionate about their stuff. But if they're just some shoddy little guy, I ain't got time for that, mate. I would never pay that for it. But I'll only pay for specific people that I know that actually cultivate something nice.
Yeah, I think it's best to buy from a local grower.
Yeah, 100%.
All this Cali shit, nah, man. Why are people trying to sell at 8 or like 80 quid, 90 quid for a 3.5 of wizard foot or whatever it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At that point there, thanks, you're paying for a service which you probably are getting your money's worth for that
Yeah,
service.
you see about the
But
wizardry. So
not everybody can get that service. So when
Yeah.
we're talking street deals and street sales,
Mm.
yo, my people around my area wouldn't be paying that at all. They'd be like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, so this ain't
And I don't-
personally for me. This is so it's true what you're saying. It's not. It's you got to understand that I don't come from that scene. I understand that that is way too expensive to be paying for anything in that price region. But there is a big scene out there, and it's accessible to everyone. So when I created this channel, I wanted to go to the review events, and obviously, you know, there was no one really reviewing medical, and it was dead. Everything was just dead. It was one letdown after another letdown for year after year, and everyone was just complaining so much. We became close. So I personally think that, like, in the scheme of accessing it, like, I've put myself out there. I've come from street dealing up onto this massive UK people from Scotland, from Wales, from Devon, from all over the UK, and the only way you get that is if you put yourself out there. But I don't ever take anything for free, mate. There is nothing like I do for free. I like I said, I'm
No,
paying for a
obviously,
service.
I hear that.
Ooh.
I hear
Yeah, I
that.
know
I
too
hear
much.
what you're saying. I do hear that.
Yeah, but just know there is some
But I
fire
just-
weed
I
out
don't-
there.
Yeah, there is as well. But there's
There is,
also
yeah.
fireweed at not such a heavy price. Do you know what I mean? And if you're
100%.
going to put yourself in a tourist trap, you're going to pay the tourist price.
No, 100%. That's what I'm saying. So I can pick up just as good weed sometimes for 160, and that's unfortunately how there's so many different markets. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's weird. From going to just the London market to seeing all over there, it's a bit crazy. So the further north you go, it seems to get cheaper and cheaper. But when you go to south and then everywhere else, it seems to just get a little bit more expensive.
To be fair, like,
the country
obviously,
overall.
I'm not thinking of
Cheaper
areas,
in the north.
obviously.
Mm.
Yeah, down south, if I was to go to London, I'd probably expect to pay them prices.
Yeah. Some of the best weed I smoke is from the Midlands and the North. I'll be honest with you. That's pretty much where I would say the best weed comes from. Probably why it's so cheap. Because in London, there's so many different markets. People like to keep everyone in the dark. And personally, when I make reviews on black market stuff,
it is a bit like that, isn't it? Something.
yeah, I encourage everybody to go to an event. Like, that's one thing I encourage everyone to do. There is loads of events going around the UK. Hop to one, speak to someone, because I don't like talking to people.
Well,
Sometimes
you go in Amsterdam, man, you'd be paying well over the odds for what it is.
yeah, no, I don't believe in Amsterdam. I don't believe in that, to be honest with you.
It definitely exists.
Prices of like medical though, what do you think, like the price of the medical? I think some of it's like ridiculous, like cheap. You go on big, that's why I like my big nasties. I really feel like he tries to put it down price.
I'm gonna try them. I ain't tried one since Glitter Bob, and since then I've kind of.
He's done a couple of good bangers since then, but like even like the likes of like Grayscales, it was 70 quid, and like that I ordered 5 the other day. The 4 of them were 80, 90 quid.
Oh, he's been nicked.
Was 70. Grayscales was like probably the best one.
Okay. Grey Scales, I haven't tried them. Is that the people that have separated from AAA or AAA, as Smack likes to call it?
Don't
Is that
set me
them?
off.
So is that them, yeah? Grey Scales.
I think they're all linked in some way or whatever, and yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't tried Grey Scales, man, and everyone in the Discord keeps mentioning it, man. I have to try. That's why I
the
created.
Flapjacks that came out. The Flapjacks was shit. I cussed that. But I've had the 3 new ones they've done, and they were all decent. Like, they were probably like the only 3 on the menu at the moment. I'd reorder.
Yeah. So which ones would you say again? Because I'm going to write them down, mate, and I need to try. Because I know you're from Bus Stop. Which ones?
Pineapple grape. That,
Yeah.
Gelato dream.
Everyone keeps saying pause. Everyone keeps mentioning that in the Discord. Every time in the comments, it's Gelato Dream. Is it really that nice?
Yeah, it was nice, man. Yeah.
And the third one would be
the gas cake or something from him. Is something gas cake or something?
Gas cream cake.
Gas cream. Yeah, I think that's it. Something like that. Like, yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna
But
try.
I had that Linda Marga from Green Carrot. That was nice, but it's gone. That
Yeah, I
fucking,
didn't get to try that, man.
like, I got that Pinky Stinky Kush thing, Stinky Pinky. It's all right, like, but
Binky binky.
like, no, it's
Sorry.
not worth the price tag. Like, same as that Great Bake was not worth the price tag. Like, they're all expensive. Like, I think they're all expensive on the medical. But then I actually think that Blue Lobster was reasonably priced.
Sorry.
So we've got UK Medical says Craft Botanics, 4C Labs, and Aurora got to be the top brands at the moment for real. I mean, what's everyone thinking about that? What's your opinion?
Nothing about Aurora.
They were good when they
Yeah,
first came out.
fuck Aurora.
They didn't have much option back then. I wouldn't say they're the best anymore now.
So let's go around. Sorry,
I
Smack.
don't notice the company names. I just noticed the flower. I'm even holding a packet in front of me now, and I'm thinking, what are these not even called? You know,
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
this is Cap Junkie. Who does Cap Junkie?
It's either my medical
Plantation
or
Cereals. Plantation Cereals, yeah, Plantation Cereals. So I was going to ask you a quick question. What would you say are the top medical brands? Top three. Obviously, they you can flip flop because they're constantly changing.
Vasco Cipher, at the moment that Grayscale.
Oh, mate.
Sorry, repeat that again. Vasco Cipher, yeah. Do you know that
Yeah.
Vasco Cipher are separate? They're just collabing. You're aware of that?
It's Cipher Genetics in there. Like, that's why it's so fucking good.
Come on, you know about them. Yeah,
Vasco got the money, Cipher got the genetics. Fucking
come on,
bam.
you know. Bam. Yeah, so Vasco Cipher, what else?
I think that Grayscales is decent. A lot of people rate that Black Friday, don't they, for the fucking the mutant tire thing. I didn't really like that one.
Yeah, that was just smooth and mute. It smoked. It combusted clean. There was not much going on with that one. I can understand why you would say that.
But yeah, I don't. Nothing really popped out. Like, it's funny because back in the day, you think about it, it was Farm Gas Sourdough, Aurora. But then,
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes, Jay. So you have been on for a long time. And Farm Gas probably was the first one that I smoked that actually was remotely anything nice combusted. I'm glad you said that. You said that.
But then, like, so many. Like, that Miracle Valley came out quite early, but then they re-released it, and it was just older than what it was older the first time it came out. Like, I like what the Spirit Bear, but like, I smoked that Spirit Bear strawberry milkshake before it was irradiated, and it was shit. It smells banging. You open the jar, it smells amazing. But as soon as you smoke it, it was just shit. Like Super Seed, like that, I don't really rate any of them.
No, me too.
Not for a reorder. Like,
Combusting, they're really fresh though. I give them so much, but just not great for combusting.
They've really they've messed themselves up a little bit. Supersede as well with.
I think the last two
the
from
pricing.
4C Labs have been all right. Though I had that Green Runts, and that was probably one of the best I've had. I thought I've had them all at 4C, and yeah, that Green Runts was probably the best. But then that Stinky Push, I don't know. I think the Green Runts was probably better than that.
I'll get that next then.
Combusted is really nice.
I had
like,
that Green Runts like 2 months ago now, though. You get me? It's still sat on the shelf from 2 months ago, and it's just like,
right. It's like Smokey Mo said in the chat, though. It's not really, it's not company dependent in the slightest. It's from batch to batch and whoever the fucking grower is. And obviously with 4C, they're getting stuff from a million different growers. Do you know what I mean? So every flower they get is completely dependent all over again. Yeah, they're not getting everything from one producer. So it's not like it's all going to be good or it's all going to be shit. It's going to be variable and all over the place. And because they're trying to get they're trying to complete fucking terpene top trumps. They're trying to get everything on their listings. So yeah, not everything's going to be to the same standard.
That's crazy.
It's just
That's crazy.
Consistency is definitely a problem. Though.
Yeah, man. There's so many different brands under 40 Labs. When I look at it, my
Yeah.
ADHD kicks in. I can't. I start panicking when I see loads of writing, and it's just like, what is going on? Like, it's just so much to break down and just get through. I'm like, yeah, I've been down this rabbit hole before of trying to find good weed based off a strain that I really like, and it's just never actually gone the way I would like it to on medical.
Yeah, I've got someone that contacts me quite a lot and says, "Oh, we've got this strain coming soon." It's like, it doesn't matter. Who cares what strain? It could be anything that we're actually going to end up getting, depending on phenotype and depending on how they've actually grown it, who's actually grown it, and what treatment it's had on the way after it's been chopped down. All of those things can just make it all shit, or make it all fucking great. What's that? What you got?
That is the King Sherb, and that is it's smelling meaty. If you've had a Wagyu strain, it's kind of like a Wagyu-y, meaty, sherby kind of thing.
Yeah.
Great in combustion, effects are there. Obviously, my tolerance is high, so it's give or take to the person what their effects are. That's what I believe anyway. But it's actually really nice to smoke, and I'm upset that I missed the London marker, and everyone's telling me London marker, and I'm just like, fuck.
But you don't like permanent marker anyway, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it's still nice to smoke something. If people are saying it's combusting, because a couple people that told me it's nice, I believe it. I trust their combustion. And they're telling me, yeah, you would like it. But it's medical, isn't it? I rate black market and medical different. Because if I'm rating medical, you know, it's not going to be
a mild marker. Bit mild on the marker side.
Yeah, definitely. Have you smoked it? You don't combust though, do you, guys?
Not anymore. I quit smoking about a year ago, and I do try every now and then, and it don't work, man. It don't taste nice to me anymore.
Yeah, don't like this.
If you're an extracts guy like Smack, this is used to have corrupted me and created a new type of expenditure, mate, because since you two have come into my life, I've just been on the extracts, lad. I've got my fridge filled up with I've got my fridge with God's just dumped loads on me, mate, and my tolerance is through the roof. It is through the roof, I'm not gonna lie.
Hang on. Just releasing pressure out of the vacuum.
That's just what I'm doing right now.
Roll the donuts up.
Extracts are no nonsense. You have a little tiny bit the size of a grain of rice. It'd take you like 11 seconds to hit that, and 10 seconds later, full effect, done. Romeo done. No nonsense.
Yep.
Oh, I've got bad lighting. Terrible lighting in here.
It's hard to get a decent shot of extracts.
I'm using the front camera on my phone, so I can't even get a torch on it.
Oh, okay.
It's the airport, mate. It's fucking planes flying over everything.
There we go. Now we
Not
know.
pulling because it's warm. We'll let that cool down a bit.
So you're just taking that out of the vacuum chamber, then you said?
Yeah, that's been vacuum cleaning. Make sure it's super clean.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to shoot.
I'd love to have one of those vacuum chambers.
Open up the lounge.
You can get it set up from eBay for about 100 quid.
Yeah, Jay, yeah, you do have to rush off, man. Jay, thanks for joining, bro. And then obviously we'll come with a structured one next time, my brother. I appreciate you joining, though. It's nice to see you. Nice to chat to you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah,
definitely come into your shop, mate, and have a great day. We'll chat to you soon.
Yeah, bless all one.
Have a good one.
Safe.
Right, so chat.
It's just seeing it all bubble up in front of you in the jar, in the vacuum chamber jar. Do you know what I mean? It looks fucking amazing. I would love to have. Yeah, I'd love to have all that set up in front of me just to watch it. It'd be like having the lava lamp on the go.
Yeah, I like a good muffin. It can get messy sometimes in there, though.
Yeah, I can imagine, actually. Have you had to rescue it all from, everywhere it can get to in the jar?
Nah, I've watched it, and if it's looking like it's getting too big, I turn off the vacuum, release the pressure, and then put the vacuum back in, and it won't get big.
Because you prefer the vaporization method, both of you. You don't combust it either, so you use pretty much. No.
Same as
it's good.
same as you were saying before. It tastes horrible now. I can't. All I
Yeah,
can taste is burnt. It tastes fucking horrible these days. Even
The
just
reason-
pure, pure weed or anything. It just tastes of burnt.
The reason I do my dabs in one of these is because it's more efficient. I don't get any waste. I find every
Yeah.
time I use a torch, I'll either burn some of it or lose it down the stem, and then you have to get it back as reclaim.
Yep.
With this,
Yep.
no nonsense. You just, whoop, all gone, done.
Yep.
Shit, I moved it by mistake. One sec, let me change the layout, please.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
That is.
That's sticky as fuck. Wow.
I think it's about 12 grams here.
Wow, nice.
Right, good. There we go. Much better.
If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, I guess it's BHO. So it's you put it in a vacuum chamber and then it sucks all the fucking BHO, all the gas out of the extracts, and leaves you with nice clean extracts.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Aztec back. There we go.
I'm going the other way. I'm making a little bag to put a couple of grams in, and I'm pressing the what the fuck is it? I'm pressing the stinky pinky.
Fuck me, I don't know this shit.
Oh, I've got it on me.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, Lord. Aztec, are you there? You're in and out, mate. So also, anybody wants to join the live, you're more than welcome to join the live. Big Bud Review, Smokey, it's in the link is in the Discord. I don't even know if I posted it in the Discord like an idiot. If I haven't, you're more than welcome to join. Right, here we go. Aztec, are you there? Yeah, I don't think Aztec is there, mate. I really don't think he's there. Right, enough of that. Let's go into the comment section because I'm absolutely terrible at this. Right, so Medican have stopped stocking Big Nasty. I've also heard
Oh, really?
IPS also have stopped. So I want to know. I'll have to check what do they call it? The list.
Formulary.
Yes, the formulary. He was under investigation for advertising.
Yeah, I didn't know they'd actually stopped stocking his stuff though. I guess they're just playing it safe. They're just trying to make sure they're not in the firing line, I suppose, if anything happens.
Yeah, I'm reading the comment section. Vasco Blueberry Banana is winning. I'm getting a bad connection in the chat, so he's going to jump on later. Boy, better know. All right. So yeah, I'm going to post a link. So if anybody wants to join, just join it. Add some life to the live because it's starting to get a bit quiet. Yeah, but a lot of people said they would join, but I'm not too sure how it's working out. They probably thought I didn't invite them without realizing I don't know how to use the app. I'm absolutely struggling.
You're doing a fine job. The inaugural event. It's going well. It's going better than. I can't remember the name of the event. It's going better than that BAFTAs that didn't go well.
Raising some up Motorhead. Right, let's go. We've got 4C Labs. MJR Runts is a banger. I ain't had that one due to the fear I might not like it, but I might revisit that one. Not the Star Dog. Who we got here? Right. See, I missed the chat. Piece or Pieces is here. Shout out to Lee. Lee has been in the medical community for like 6 years. I remember him in the Discord. So I think he's called Piece or Pieces. Have you actually? I think he comments on your channel as well. Let me get his username up. I'll pop it up on the screen. There we go. Okay. Spell the same. That's his username right there. Shout out to you, Lee, mate. Nice to see you pop up. But I think we're gonna not call it short, but we're kind of coming to the end right about now because obviously I feel that went okay, as better than the BAFTAs as you would say. But I appreciate I appreciate you turning up, Smack, mate, because it's kind of an awkward one, my first time. And, you know, I appreciate that everyone made an effort to actually talk to each other. It was a bit touch and go because, you know, obviously that tech can barely get a connection. So it didn't really go the way I thought it would go, but I appreciate you nonetheless, man. You too, Cosmel.
Hey,
Cosmel.
first time, innit? First time.
Yeah.
So it's only going to get better, innit?
Can't even speak.
Yeah,
properly.
and it's you know, there's going to be technical issues every stream as well. These things are just, it's the way it always works. Someone's going to have some sort of issues at some point, and yeah, it's gone really well. It's gone much better than maybe you think.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's not for an app. I mean, it's not for the phone, is it? I've noticed that. I tried to use it yesterday and tonight, and last night, and I realized that this isn't really designed for a phone. Everything I touch is lagging, and I can't really check people's comments. And then at the same time, I'm trying to talk and not talk too much at the same time. So at the end of the day, it's too much for my brain lag. I need a spliff.
It's a lot to keep track of. And yeah, I forgot about that. It's shit using it on the phone.
Yeah, I struggled. I did struggle.
That's still too much, Goz. That's still way too much.
It's lovely and golden. It looks a bit darker on the camera.
So come on, if we're signing off that, we want to see that in one dab.
100%. Go on, mate. I'm going to roll this up.
Hey, if I had a glass rig, I'd do it.
We've got to see one of us at some point doing a 1 gram dab for a celebration.
Oh yeah, if we come to an event, if everyone comes to an event, we'll be on it. Twisted Glass, November. Make it a big one.
Halloween, Twisted Glass. So that would be a good event to go to. That one is, but you know, mum's the word, as they say. But Smack, I did want to bring Gods to Medicon because you know when you get two extract people together, I thought, yeah, them two could really have a great conversation because two extracts in one place. Because like I said, I've seen extracts, never really bothered. Saw them on your channel. Was like, yeah, might one day. But then I met Goz, and then Goz give me some samples, and it was just like, wow, I can see why people use these extracts because I was actually getting stoned for like a month for the first time in many years, and I was just like, wow, big difference.
Well, have you seen there's a pop-up event going on in Chester the Saturday that Medicon was supposed to be on. Patients announced it earlier today, maybe, or last night.
Well, that's good for the people who book hotels.
Yeah, from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. Down by the train station, there's a pub. Shit, I haven't got the link in front of me. But if you check out Patients Can, any of their socials, I'm sure it'll be on there. Oh shit, I've got the link. Right, let me just quickly post the link.
No rush, we'll end it in about 10 minutes time. We're all right, mate.
Nice one. All right, let's get the link in.
I only want to end it because I feel like, you know, the fire has dimmed a little and, you know, I enjoyed it and I enjoyed it. It's good talking to everyone as well, but I feel like more in a structured format. I think maybe revise, not do what I always do, leave it to the last minute to look at the app and check if I can even go live. I think like I need to actually put a bit of work into it. What we got there? Private chat.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
I can't post it in the public chat because I need to be modded to be able to do that.
I'll put them on the chat. Oh, I don't know how to do it.
Oh, he's
gone.
He's kicked himself accidentally. Rage quit. He's rage quit.
He left his own live.
That was inevitable at some point as well. The app is a pain in the arse on the phone. It's really easy to touch the wrong fucking thing. One of the panels I go on regularly, you've always got to be careful. When one of them starts messing about, they're usually on the phone, so it's like, here we go, someone's going to get blocked accidentally any minute.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's hard. Definitely need a desktop device to actually really operate this app.
It really helps.
Yeah, no, I will be investing in one. I did invest in one, but you know, where I never opened it, I ended up giving it to my son last week, and then when I actually got on this app, I was like, Shit, I wish I actually kept the laptop now, because I think it really would have come to use. But where I use my phone in it, so I didn't really see much use for it. But
Yeah.
now using this app and trying to do a live, I think there is actually use for it. I just wasn't really trying to use it for the right things, I guess.
But yeah, if anyone searches Eventbrite and medical cannabis pop-up Chester, there's an event that you can book into. It's free. We can vape indoors as well. I was because a few people were going to be stuck in Chester with not being able to get refunds. I thought I'll nip over to Chester on the Saturday just to see if anyone's there and wants to say hello. There was a couple of subscribers. Pierre Masson was definitely going to be there, and I was looking for a venue that we could go to, just a pub that we could go to. And obviously I was kind of striking out a lot because most pubs are like, what the fuck? No, you can't vape indoors. What the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, Patients Can have got there. They've managed to find a pub down the road from the train station, and we can vape indoors there.
That's good.
So I don't have to do anything.
That's good. So they're actually going to allow you to smoke. Well, you cannot smoke. It's class. I can't. It's a bad habit that I say smoking. Even when I'm vaping, I'm still going to be saying I'm smoking until I'm like 60.
Yeah, it's definitely a helpful distinction. We can vape indoors as patients. We can definitely vape indoors at this event. So if anyone is stuck in Chester and can't get refunds, I'll be there. I think Medicated Mate is going to be there, and a bunch of other people in the community are going to be there. So yeah.
No, that's good, because I would have went, but I've actually combusted most of my Medicon money. So, it went on my prescription. So that's what it is, isn't it? Because if I would have known they was having another event, I think I would have saved for it. But where I thought, no, it's not going to happen, because I was ready to book the hotel that night. And luckily, one of my pals was a bit, when somebody's like, yeah, I'm coming, but don't really respond. Luckily, he didn't respond, because that following night, I would have booked the hotels, and I think I would have been a bit of a pickle, mate. But yeah, since I heard it's not going anymore, I think, why wait? Because I did save for it. It's not a cheap event, is it? Especially if you're traveling quite far. You have to get the hotels. If you're booking for the weekend, you really have to plan ahead of yourself. Because I had weekend tickets, and I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be an expensive journey. So I saved for like 2 months, and then obviously, when I heard that, I'm just luckily I didn't actually get the hotel ticket. So shout out to Southeast Extracts, saved me a good 160. Thank you very much.
And with an event like that, you want to make sure you've got enough money to enjoy the event if you see anything that you want while you're there as well.
100%.
So it ends up being doubly fucking expensive.
No, 100%. 100%.
But yeah, I've ended up I booked tickets a couple of nights ago. In fact, the night that it was postponed, or the day after it was postponed, I booked tickets over there, and I'm there from 11 in the morning, and my train is back at 7. So this Patients Can event being 12 until 7 is fucking perfect. Absolutely perfect. And yeah, I was striking out. It's just me, and I'm useless at running my own life, let alone doing anything else. So trying to set up finding a venue that would be acceptable for us was kind of striking out. So them having achieved all this in a short amount of time is fucking brilliant. So I shall definitely be there.
Good. We should be careful about that. They might say that, and when you all arrive, they'll be like, what are you talking about, mate? No, cannabis is illegal. Trust me.
We'll all be there with our pamphlets, though, and our mail out from the police saying that we're allowed and it's okay. Tough shit, we're inside now. You try and get us out.
Oh, no, this is what I wanted to ask you about as well. What's the Equality Act, or the act that actually that says, so say for instance, like the police arrest me or I went to court, and what law is the judge going to look at that exempts somebody who's using medical cannabis? Say for instance, in maybe a work or maybe a child arrangements order or anything like that. What is the law that actually protects medical cannabis patients? That's an important question to end on.
If you're registered with any kind of disability, then it's the discrimination, and that's why you're getting your meds. Then it's the Discrimination Act 2010. They've got to make reasonable adjustments. That's the key phrase: reasonable adjustments. So if it's pissing it down outside, it's cold and wet or whatever, and you're in a wheelchair, or if you're in pain, or for whatever reason, it's not reasonable. It's not a reasonable adjustment to make you go outside.
No, 100%. No, I agree.
So yeah, it's all about the reasonable adjustments. Weatherspoons replied with a definitely not. You can't do any of this. So we started hassling them. They've been sent all the information. There was another pub that said, yeah, you're welcome, but you can only vape outside. But I sent them all the information as well, and subsequently have had no response. But we did have a win. There was Magazine in London. They were saying that they were going to take meds off a patient that was going to an event last night, and that didn't happen. We sent them a bunch of emails, and I did a live the other day and put their email address out and said if anyone wants to email them the laws, the Discrimination Act, and the police guidance, then please do so, because they wanted to get They wanted to get that patient
Finally, some light. We
hand
needed
over their
someone.
meds.
We needed somebody. Thank you, Smokey. Thank you.
What are you trying to say?
No, it's going well. We picked up again. We picked up again. We needed that, just a bit of more charge in the battle. Carry on. So you were saying you contacted
No, that was it. So we contacted them, and the venue wanted to take the meds off the patient, which someone, I think it was Matt, in the comments was pointing out is illegal. You're not allowed to give your meds to someone else. It's completely illegal to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, the venue was asking the patient to break the law. But they got back to me last night, and they got in absolutely fine. The venue didn't take their meds off them, and there we go. So we seem to have had a win.
That's it. One for the medical court.
Yeah, it's like one venue at a time, one chain at a time. Keep trying to knock them down and be accepted.
Welcome, Smokey. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
I tried to join on the PC, but I couldn't figure out how to get my headset to connect, so we're on the phone. But hey ho, we're here.
Opposite problem.
I'm scared to touch any button on my screen right about now. I've exited so many things. I don't know what to do. I'm here. I'm panicking over the stream, and it is what it is for now. And I appreciate you joining, because, for a minute there, it was getting a bit lost, and Smack saved me. And now you're here. I actually feel a bit more energized to go on just a little bit longer. Why not?
The chat are really enjoying it. The chat are saying that they would tune into this every week.
Good.
The chat is happy. Chat is king. Chat is happy.
100%. Perfect. I can't see the chat. Thank you very much for that, Smack. Appreciate it. But yeah, what you medicating on, Smokes, and how's your day go?
I've got a mixture of some bits going on. So I've got the tiny little bit of the T36 donkey butter left. So I've got that mixed up with some pink gas, carbon fiber, and a little bit of wedding cake crash.
Selection. Nice.
So yeah, I made a nice little mix, and not been too bad. I had burger for dinner, so I made burgers. So just sort of time to medicate now, really.
There you go. Right, nothing better than to wash it down with a zoo, eh? Or a bowl. Sorry, a bowl. Sorry, I'm around extractors and bongs and vapors. It's mean to my brain. My brain is very limited in its capacity to actually retain any information relevant to anything. So I have a bad habit. I feel like once I start vaping, I'm going to have a bad habit of getting myself in trouble, because as soon as you mention smoking, that's when it becomes a bit of an issue with many institutions.
It's all
I'm used
medicating.
to saying smoking, even though I'm vaping. So to be fair, but it's taken quite a while to. Definitely.
Yeah, so that's your little contraption. I see everybody doing that. I will be a vapor soon, because I know smoking it's a bit of a problem. I do enjoy combusting it, but I do realise the smell is probably the reason why I would go into vaping, because this smell lingers. And I remember when I quit it, I could smell it a mile away if somebody had used it. So I'm thinking, I definitely wanna start doing it, because if I'm in a public place, and then I'm more comfortable within the legal side, because I know if I get pulled over it and I'm smoking a spliff, or if I'm in a situation like that, I already know the fact that I'll get nervous just means the interaction with the police ain't gonna go great. You understand? Because I
Yeah, I know
know
what you
I'm
mean.
not technically within the guidelines, and it's down
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the officer. So that's what I'm worried about personally.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the last thing you need is more things adding to the adrenaline spike you might already be going through just by interacting with the police.
Yeah, no,
That's
100%.
that's the sole reason why I've got a mighty, just because it's named in the guidance. It doesn't mean a fucking damn thing legally, but
Yeah.
because it's named in the guidance, and if the police read the guidance and I'm holding a mighty, it all links up. So it's a slightly less. It's another thing that I can fall back on that will give me less anxiety while I'm speaking to them, because I can go, look, see.
I would definitely need a desktop vape. I definitely will need a
Yeah.
desktop vape. That would be something I would invest in. But I've invested in the Volcano before, and like it didn't go
Oh,
too
yeah,
well,
no.
innit? No, it didn't go too well. I feel that was a bit too much. I bought it, and there's no refunds on the Bickle website for some weird reason. So when I purchased it, you couldn't return it, and then it was like 550 within the next day. Like I literally sold it to a family member for like £200. Like he didn't want to buy. He felt guilty that it was the next day, and I was like, I thought getting a bigger cloud would make me want to vape because I was using the little devices. Wasn't too happy because I did try and quit combustion, so I went straight from small shitty vapes in the shallow, went straight into the deep end with a hybrid, and I feel that I couldn't really get it right. I didn't really know the temperatures. I didn't know if I was doing it right. I was going through a lot of weed as well, like because you can tell you would use a lot of weed in a volcano. I used like a 3-5 in quite a short period of time. Maybe because I
Yeah.
wasn't using it right, but yeah. So I had to get rid of that one because I could see myself I could see myself just running through a lot of cannabis. So
Yeah.
I'm here now combusting, but I do need to change for health reasons. My condition doesn't like smoking, so it is something that I need to stop, and I will need to transition. So I do see a desktop vape being something that I see myself doing.
nice like glass piece as well.
Your sound keeps going in and out, Mo.
Yeah, the sound
Keeps
mode.
sounding muffled.
It could be my AirPods.
You're using headphones.
Yeah, I am because it's the only thing that's. Although, is that even connect now? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can hear you.
Yep.
We can hear
Yep.
you.
Yep. 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 Yep.
All right. Well, I just won't use them.
Can hear you absolutely great. Fresh off the press.
Fresh off the press. Here I am. Right. I think I need another bowl. I just have one, but let's have another.
So I'm
There's
gonna
always
say,
need for another.
I appreciate the recommendation on the Parve 34. Don't look, mate. I think it looks and smells horrible, especially if you've got decent weed that's stinking. When your first impressions on something like that, you go, "Ooh, that's a bit." I don't like that. It's the Parve 34 from
Good Supply Reserve.
who are they from?
Good Supply Reserve.
Good Supply Reserve. Now it's a bit yellow. I'm not gonna lie. It smells not great, but I remember combusting. I remember my first impressions weren't great, but I remember I was smoking it after I smoked some really nice weed, and for some reason I just could taste it. It was a decent, nice little hit apart. It combusted really well. I was looking at it like, this is gonna be shit. And then when I actually did combust it, I saw it combusting nice, but couldn't really taste it. And then the next day, I lit one up, and I was like, that's actually decent. I'm surprised that I actually enjoyed that.
I think at 550 is sort of current state. I think it's it's pushing it a little bit, but when I had it at 350, I thought that was an absolute steal. I thought it was really good for the price. But yeah, it's it's okay for 550, yeah. But yeah, 350 was where I was like, yeah, this is good for that.
It's amazing mentally how much difference that 20 quid can make.
Yeah. Well, it's what it's always. It's about what it's relevant. when's the Blue Lobster back? I
God
don't know, but I
knows.
know that the blueberry banana is in the grow right now. They shared a picture of the blueberry banana the other day, and that looked very, very nice.
Oh, well, that was my
So
favourite
I'm
of the
hoping
two
that'll
anyway.
be back in a few months. So maybe they've got another crop of that as well, the Blue Lobster.
Yeah,
Hopefully in the next couple of months.
and we need it at a cheaper price because that's something I would get on repeat, but at that price, it's not. I'm not going to do it to myself. No, definitely not at £10 a gram. And it's my favourite medical, so and that says a lot. So that says a lot.
Is everyone still here?
Yep.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're
What's
still here.
happening with?
Can you hear me?
Smokey Mo not hear us?
I don't know. What was I trying to do? I've just totally forgot what I'm trying to
I
do.
cannot hear.
We are here. We are fine.
Okay. All of a sudden, everything's gone quiet for me, and I haven't done
Oh
anything.
shit, we got
What?
okay. Right, yes. Okay. There we go. I'm going to post this one more time. If anybody wants to join and feels confident enough to put themselves on the line,
I'll leave and come back.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
I think there sometimes is a bug in StreamYards, and I think it might be on phone as well, that that it will mute itself and then you have to leave and come back again.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
Good. Yes, so price really affects cannabis for me. And I really
definitely.
I really enjoy the Blue Lobster. And it's something that you mentioned in it because we're looking at this from a patient perspective, and like I can't afford it and I'm buying it. And imagine someone that can't afford it and they ain't really going to get access to good medicine. And I've heard you speak on that, and that's something that I resonate with. And I truly believe in that like medical cannabis should be capped at £6.50. Personal. That's me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It should. Because if you could deliver us blueberry banana minis and it's nice, terpy, smokes combust at £6.50, what's stopping you from delivering about all them other strains and cultivating them just that good? I'm sure we've come a long way in the cultivation world of cannabis since the days of the land race. So I'm just asking myself, like, who's growing it? That's what I would like to know, because it's clearly a lot of shit. But like I said in it, to get cannabis at £6.50 at that price range, and it to be that good, and to be purchasing strains at £8.50, £10 a gram, that's the one thing I hate about medical. And I did like the blueberry banana minis, but it also upset me that we're able to smoke something that of that quality, pay that price, but yet we have to pay all these other prices for stuff that isn't really, really great. Welcome back.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, like, I was looking at the crumbled lime 10 that I haven't opened yet today, because that was the massive facility that I went to that's on my channel. That's part 2 of the Canada visit, and I was just wondering how much that was. That's £6.50. That feels like that should definitely be lower in price. The size of that facility and the amount that they must be chucking out and the wholesale value, you would have thought they could get the price of that down.
Yeah, I agree. Even
that place was enormous. Absolutely fucking enormous.
I fucking saw it, Smack. That looked fucking epic, bro. I would have been taking pictures galore, mate. I would have been climbing inside the pots. I'm telling you, lad. I would have tried to put some in my pocket. That's how bad. I'm joking. I wouldn't have done that, but like I would have literally, there's certain things in life. There's certain things in life you get kiddie over, and I think that would be one of them. Definitely, that would be something.
It was overwhelming.
Sweet shop.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The whole experience was massively overwhelming.
Yeah, it was a mass production, man. That was a lot of organic material, my friend.
Oh,
yeah.
I would have been dribbling, walking around, just like, oh my god. I bet
So
it stank.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How is it? So is there? Because obviously you've spoke to people as well, innit? So What is the problem? Because I'm hearing when it leaves these facilities, it's good, and when it arrives, it's not so good. So, what's going on? When you was there, did you look at them plants because you've been around it? And you mentioned before you've mentioned before you've been around the plant long enough to know what it should look like. So from
Yeah,
your
I was a
perspective,
grower for a while. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to say it. Thank you. Yeah, you was a grower.
Nah, fuck it. Yeah. No, yeah, I was a
good,
grower
good.
for decades.
Brilliant, wonderful. So being there, when you looked at them plants, what did you see? What did you look at? Was you like, shit, they're good, or did you notice anything like, what the fuck?
Most of it for this trip, the first trip that I went on to Spain a couple of years ago, that's where the shit stuff was. That was fucking awful.
Didn't see that.
But say again.
I didn't see that one. Spain as well.
We weren't allowed to film anything. We weren't allowed to take any photos.
Yeah.
I wasn't
that's
even
right.
allowed in there to to record any audio of what they were telling us, because I can lose track quite easily, and obviously we were being talked to with an accent as well, and I'll just lose track really quickly. We weren't allowed to. Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to record the audio. But the Canada trip, everything looked fucking great that we went to see. Apart from, actually, there was one facility where I noticed some bugs and some bad bugs, and a few things the guy was saying raised alarm bells for how good that facility would be. They were still in the process of setting up, but yeah, there was a bunch of things that were off there that, yeah.
Dodgy scenes.
Yeah, but the like where the crumbled lime tenors come from, Greentone, that place was. I forgot what the question was. That place was the plants all looked.
Just wing it. Just fucking wing it.
I'm just rambling.
Bring it.
The plants all looked really fucking good. But I think this is where I was getting to. We went for lunch, and I was asking them about irradiation. And the guy that ran the facility was saying, if you put the varieties side by side, if you put non-irradiated and irradiated side by side of the stuff that he's got, you would be able to tell. But if you haven't got them side by side, you probably wouldn't notice. So, and I could kind of the second half of that response, I could kind of feel like was, I've got to say that irradiation is fine, actually, because I know that you're probably going to get it all irradiated, and it's fine. But yeah, clearly the first half of that sentence speaks volumes. If you've got irradiated and non-irradiated both side by side of the same stuff, you'll be able to tell. So I'm shipping and irradiation must be a massive thing to when we get it and how it ends up.
Did you get to try it early?
I got the opportunity and wasn't with it enough to realise that I could have done. And again, I'd probably need them. Oh, we were surrounded by fucking shitloads of fucking varieties and strains, and I'd gotten obsessed with the hash by that point.
My twist.
There's only so much you can get through in just a couple of days. But yeah, and I'd gotten obsessed with the hash as well. But yeah, we did have access to the crumbled lime 10, and I'm a bit gutted that I didn't try that now that I've got some sat in front of me. But like the guy was saying, I probably would have needed both side by side to properly remember or, make a proper comparison. This would have been, 6 months ago now, so there's no way I'd fucking properly be able to remember what the differences were between them. But the fact that he said that, I think that speaks volumes. The grower himself is saying that he can definitely tell.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
1 sec, I'm absolutely pushing all the buttons again.
Fat finger that shit up. Ban
Yeah,
everybody.
trying, sausage fingers over here, lad. Yeah, no, that's not working.
What was that green
That's not working.
thing that you were showing the camera earlier.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Danksy.
Yes, Mo.
There was something that you showed the camera earlier. There's like green. It was almost luminous at one point.
Oh, these are edibles. So these are from Badass Buds, Kryptonite. They are really strong because I can feel myself slurring. I'm literally dribbling as we're speaking. I'm on. I've done 200 milligrams and they taste really strong. And I'm going to do the last one, but yeah, I can feel myself kind of struggling to form a sentence. So I'm going to do the last one and probably have a nice kip tonight. But I don't really do edibles. But do you do edibles, Smoke?
Yeah, I make just I mainly just use up my AVB like that I have lying around, and I infuse that and I just make stuff with that. So it's not very strong THC wise, but I guess it's something. But yeah, I do want to make. Ooh, that looked nice. I do want to make some more. I want to make some like gummies and some chocolates and that soon.
Yeah, no. You can taste the difference between distillate and real actual gummies. I noticed there's a lot of distillate going around, but you can taste there's a lot of RSO in that sweet I've had. I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never had access to like a proper RSO sweet. Like I've never had a proper access to a good one. They always never just did anything to me. It was always a waste of money.
Yeah, so there's distillate from Canada that has been imported for the last 5 years. A lot of the people in the black market are using that in their edibles. Their chocolates are like 1,000 mg, 500 mg. Do you know how much that is in one chocolate bar? That is absolutely bonkers. I've done one. I've gave my mum one, and I told her relax. She couldn't walk for the whole evening. Her legs were gone. Literally gone. And I'm not going to lie. I was absolutely monged out. I was literally. Have you ever felt like the Windows XP when it shuts down? That noise. It felt like that. I'm sitting on the sofa, and every second I'm like, no, that's not. I've consumed a lot of THC to know that this is some man-made lab distillate. So I've not touched a lot of edibles unless they're coming from the cultivator. I won't touch them.
I've got a super strong RSO. And I've put a little, I've made it into a slight tincture so I can drip it. And you're making me jealous with your edibles. So I've had to make the RSO banana. That's all I've got. It's all I've got.
All right, okay. I'm gonna put that in the chat now then.
That's long, man.
The amount of drips on that's crazy.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's strong. That is.
Good night.
There we go.
I'm on edibles, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's
mine now.
You and Smack Salad would be good in the same vicinity because you are just absolute extract heads.
Well, I've just pressed the Stinky Pinky Kush. And it's
quite dark.
Yeah, it's quite dark. It's a little bit on the solid side. It's drying out a little bit. It's not that smelly.
A lot from that.
The smell isn't that nice of it. Isn't that nice to be honest?
No, I'm gonna have to
very
go
soapy.
Again later, but I like the effect. It was it was making me tired, which is what I hope from a pink kush. But
yeah, the effects are great.
But other than that, the flavour last night when I tried it wasn't the one.
But this goes back to what we were just talking about, because this is the Rubicon organic stuff. So this is, soil grown, living soil or grown organics from Canada, supposedly some of the best you can get in Canada. And it's been irradiated. So obviously they have to irradiate it to get it to us. But considering what we were just talking about, it's taken... You would imagine this at source would have been fucking lovely and ridiculously tasty and ridiculously smelly.
Look at that.
And can only imagine it's the irradiation that's brought it right down to what we've got now. The effects are great, but apart from that, there's not a lot else to it.
Is that a pink kush you got there, mate? Is that the Stinky Pinky? Lovely.
That's the Stinky Pinky, yeah.
Absolutely great for extracts, mate. Pink kush. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people grow that just for extracts. It's definitely
Not when it's been irradiated.
Not like that.
no. So what would you say? How would it affect it? If you could say on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would it affect it? Low being the least worst and 10 being the worst.
What, the irradiation?
Yeah.
Depends
So
how
the quality.
extreme.
I think it's from batch to batch. Just fucking depends. I would imagine the starting material really depends as well. How much of the quality of that flour is dependent on stuff that's more volatile that they can get rid of really easily, or that that dies off really easily by bad treatment, by heat, or anything else.
100%.
That's what's weird about the Parve 34, because that's gamma irradiated and seems to have come through with a lot of its stuff still intact. Whereas this, if this was what I've experienced of all living organics before, if this was the quality of normal living organics, this has lost a fucking shitload along the way.
Bring it down.
So it just kind of depends. Do you know what I mean?
Now we can see. Now I can see, mate. It looks nice. It's golden. It don't look the worst. But I was trying to say to you, compare it to normal extract. How much would you say the irradiating process actually affects it? So how much does it take away from an actual good
difference
extract?
there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go.
In colour.
See, that's why we need smack.
That's the apricot on the left there, Danks.
Wow. Look at that.
That's really gooey. That's fairly dry, and I couldn't, nearly pick that up with my fingers. This you wouldn't be able to pick up with your fingers at all.
Yeah, that's happened to me once.
This
This
has got shitloads of flavour to it.
Yeah.
I'm about to try this, and it's got shitloads of smell to it. This one as well.
Oh,
I'm
really?
about to try
thinking
this,
that's gonna be
and it doesn't
heavy,
really smell that much.
But not.
It's going to be a heavy hitter, though. Yeah.
I pressed the Cap Junkie, and the Cap Junkie was really runny. I couldn't pick it up for a couple of days. But the JMO Skittles, I pressed that, and I got a really good return and a brilliant example.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
JMO Skittles from who? Where's that come from? Who's that?
Green
Who
carrot.
that? Plantation
Is it?
Steroid. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, GK. What's
Okay.
GK?
Yeah, green carrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right. It's because it's in the same pack, man. Confusing.
Yeah, it's annoying, isn't
I
it?
hate those full packs, to be honest.
Yeah, so do I. Glass Farms give you a little metal tin. Them tins are serious. I love these tins, but this one's got a bit raggedy now.
That's probably the best thing about Glass Farms.
Yeah, you're right.
I hate that flower, man.
Savage in there.
That last banana, I made another one.
Are you joking?
No, in for pennies per pound, innit?
Absolutely bananas, man. Well, yeah.
Nah, that is bananas. Okay.
Yeah, so
We're not-
on that note of so why is Cancerage no longer on the packets? Thank God you even touched on this note, because they used to be on every pack. What is going on with Cancerage behind the scenes? And why I heard they actually pulled out of Medicom. I'm just wondering why that is. Why would a company pull out? That's part of the community, really, isn't it? It's bringing us some good weed and that. It's networked a lot. I'm confused to why they would pull out of something like that.
Cancerage threatened me with legal action.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice. So let's allegedly pulled out. Cancerage allegedly pulled out. Yeah.
Isn't the rumor that they allegedly pulled out and pulled a shitload of money from the event as well? It was like a substantial. They were one of the main investors, I think. Allegedly. So, yeah, once they've pulled out a fucking vast sum of money, and that was probably the death knell of the whole thing, I would have thought. But the rumor is that they've been campaigning behind the scenes to get it shut down anyway.
Wow.
That's the alleged rumor I've heard.
Yeah, they're allegedly for the community.
Yeah, I couldn't verify or deny any of that, but yeah.
That's a bit
It sounds,
snaky, isn't it? I think that was going to bring us
it just sounds
together.
like there's been a lot of bad actors behind the scenes trying to wrestle control of it or dictate what it should be, or
100%.
I guess it's once you get money involved, money and ego is just makes everything a bit more difficult.
Medicom was going to bring us all together. I hope we was going to meet at that place, Smack. That I think that's a shame because we need a space like that. There was nothing like it before, and salute to Medicom for even trying to put something like that together. And just a shame that Canterage actually invested and sunk the ship. It just don't make sense. So it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. I was looking forward to Medicon to meet everyone and actually learn more about the cannabis industry. And it looked like a great event to attend. And when I heard they pulled out, allegedly, it just sucks, isn't it? Because, a lot of allegedly's behind the scene with Canterage. They got a lot of fingers in many pies, allegedly. They're backed by very, very people that saw this industry coming many, many moons ago. So it's just a shame, really, because this is a medicine. You're trying to help us. You're trying. Look at my pink vape. Ignore the pink vape, guys. Yeah, I've quit tobacco, so I've vaped. So don't ask me why. It's not good to vape. I do not recommend it, but it's stopped the tobacco usage. But what I'm saying is, it's a shame because they're meant to be helping us, right? Because we're medical patients, and that event was to help us, right? So it's either you're just trying to monopolize it and just keep it a patient base where you control the usage of the plant, which is in turn of we're going to prescribe it to you. You understand? Be happy. And I don't support that. And if you're going to control it and monopolize the industry, at least give us something worth investing into, because if I'm going to be paying what I'm paying for these strains and investing into medical the way I have been, I would like to see some sort of change. And I thought Medicon was that change.
Yeah, it's they want to. A lot of the clinics want to get, what's the phrase, from seed to patient. They want to get us completely locked into their flower from their producers, and Canterage are one of the bigger ones as well. There's got a lot of pharmaceutical money behind them, and the same with a bunch of the other ones. So all the big ones that have got pharmaceuticals behind them, they're all going to be wrestling for fucking control of this thing. And then obviously any other behind the scenes stuff going on doesn't help. And it sounds like there's been a lot of people actively campaigning against it. There was in Medicated Mate had, I hope this is okay to say, but they had a mod kick-off that was just obsessed with the event being a scam, and that Medicated Mate was running it in some way. I think it went down. I think that was the claim at some point. He's running it, and it was all a big political thing. And there's been some crazy, wild rumours flying around, stuff that doesn't make any sense at all. But it sounds like there's been a lot of people behind the scenes trying to get it shut down. Like they said in their mail out or whatever, people trying to get it shut down.
It could be anything. There's like 5 or 6 different strains in there. It's just a lucky dip for me every time.
Nice, that's great.
Yeah, I come across one that I really like, and then I don't know what it is.
Put a bunch of them up. Put them in the tub. Shake the tub up.
It's random.
Nice.
That's why I like it.
You need a channel, lad. You need a channel.
Nah, it's all good. You're my mate.
I'm cocktailing here. I'm cocktailing with the Stinky Pinky Dabs and the apricot cream and cheese dabs.
I do recommend mixing your strains, because the more terpenes, the better. You get what's called an entourage effect. You get all of them. One opens the door for the next, and you get a purer high. People don't do it much, but do it. Trust me.
I believe in this now. I've been convinced. Even after what Jay Meddy sound, Jay Meddy and even Smokey. I mean, one of your lives, you mentioned you mentioned what the difference is between you combusting to vaping, and that's what sparked the idea in my head. Obviously, I was going to change anyway, and I was like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And then Jay Melly mentioned it. He said the effects, and I feel what I need to do is wean myself off combusting, because I've been combusting a lot because I've fluctuated in my usage. So I've been combusting a lot lately. So I'll draw myself off of it and then just use the vaporized method. And just even though I don't like it, I feel like I can adjust to it, because I've adjusted back to combusting, and combusting taste is horrible once you actually return to smoking. It tastes like just like how do I even taste them terps? Like, because Jesus Christ, like mm.
It's
Yeah. So you
I
mentioned
can't
that.
ever taste terps now in a joint, really.
No, I agree. And I only noticed that when I quit once for 2 years, and that was recently. Smack knows. I think my channel went silent for 2 years, and then obviously I remember my first spliff was the Pave S1, the good batch, and it was just like, what
The
the
good one.
fuck?
Come back to me.
What is this, lad? It was the worst tasting thing
Yeah,
ever.
tastes like
Oh.
burning, doesn't it? Just like
So
a weird
that is a
burn
good
taste.
strain, though.
Yeah, no, I couldn't taste it. I could just taste campfire. And then I thought to myself, all them years, I was like, oh, this tastes like lemon. This tastes citrus. This tasting like campfire, man. My taste buds are fried, man.
Yeah.
Fucking fried.
Yeah, no, I always say it's like I've just got my mouth in an ashtray. Like, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna document it.
What the fuck? That's nice.
I'm gonna try it. I'm
I
gonna
was
try
just
it.
ripping dabs, but now I'm choking on a mic. Well, I didn't choke on the dab, I choke on the mic. What's going on? It's not right.
Yeah, it's tickle. It's the tickle.
Yeah.
Tickle, isn't it?
Yeah, stores a
Oh, the
pickle
store,
for
the
you.
pickle tickle. I've heard of that.
Oh yeah.
It's lethal. I don't know what it is,
Smack.
but it's serious.
It's a guru.
Yeah.
It's an absolute guru, because he's probably, you're on the same page, kind of. But he's probably found the right device, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you have, Smack, the right contraption.
Huh? What?
What is that?
Hey, what?
I said you've found the right vaping tools, like a desktop vape. So because he was mentioning a device using certain types of devices, and I was just saying that Smack probably has the best device you could possibly use for using for vapes. That's what I'm trying to say. So is there anything that you use or recommend for using your medicine?
Oh, ball vapes all the way. Same with Mo. Mo knows as well. Yeah. Ball vapes all the way. Especially if
Try and get a stand. Try and get a stand if you get a ball vape.
Yeah. If you use bongs at all, then yeah, definitely ball vape is a great way to go.
He just starts saying balls over again.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
I do.
Very solid.
Yeah, no, Smokey. I've noticed Smokey is a connoisseur.
Don't forget the shaft
when I
as
come
well.
across when I come across the channel, I notice she bongs, she vapes, and I noticed she mentioned that she's a ex-combustor. And like I said, when I hear that, I need to be around that type of people, to actually transition, because a lot of the people I know are combustors, and it's just good to just hear and see different type of methods, man. It really is.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think there is a place for combusting as well, because I mean, whilst we're also talking about, the it does have like not the terps and all that, but I do think maybe the ash, as they call the ash checks and things, like to see, I do think those can be quite helpful to see. But yeah, definitely for enjoyment of my consuming of flower, vaping is my go-to. Definite.
Yeah, I did find one thing. When I vaped, right? So you got to understand, I'm used to seeing my medicine turn to ash. Do you know how confusing it was to still see skunk there after I've just medicated off it? It was probably one of the weirdest feelings I actually had when I even attempted to vape.
Yeah, no, I bet because it's almost it's like sort of coffee grounds when you've like really sort of got it to well, it's almost its full extraction, I guess. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, with some of these vapes, these ball vapes, if it's a bit too hot, you can accidentally combust. I mean, I haven't managed to really, but I know some people have. But yeah, so
coffee.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah, big up RSO. Is that RSO SOS? Definitely RSO SOS is like he's my like I said in it, you don't get kiddie over many things other than growing cannabis and your children, obviously. And you know, RSO SOS, if we're referring to him, well, either way, if it's RSO or oil, they're both magnificent things. But RSO, I don't know if you know him. He's a reviewer that, but he does a lot for the black market community. Like so
Yeah,
much so
I
that
know he is quite funny. I
yeah,
used to
no,
be in his bingo lives and stuff like that in his community
I
a
want
few
it.
years ago.
I want it. I want it. It's
Same, I
so.
won it a couple times.
Listen, he's so funny. I've got to send you drugs.
Yeah, I know, and his saxophone
You've
moments
won
and
drugs.
everything.
It's just like you've won drugs. I'm going to send them to you, and he sends you
Yeah.
edibles. Fucking strongest edibles ever in the game are RSO SOSs. His edibles are absolutely crazy. Now he's one fella that absolutely I have to salute and give my dues to because he's the reason I created my channel. And he's the reason why I even got into the event scene because a lot of these people didn't want to let me in because nobody knew me. And then RSO took a gamble, and then ever since then I've been going to events, doing group events, and it's someone that I rate highly, mate. And he doesn't quite know it, but I do rate him. That's why I mentioned him and Smack in that video. I think for somebody that do a lot for the community, he absolutely hates medical, by the way. Not hates it, but he doesn't really think it's too great. But he does a lot for the community, and I'm just
He's got a point.
Yeah, no, he's
Fair play.
no, he is the
It's
man.
good and bad points.
Yeah, no. So welcome to the live solid BPM, man. It's nice to
Yeah,
actually
hello,
speak
sorry.
to you.
Yeah, hello.
How you doing, mate? Would you like to introduce yourself to me? Because I've seen you in a couple lives, but
Yeah,
fucking be nice to actually speak to you.
I'm more
Who the
patient.
fuck
I'm
are
not. I'm more patient.
No,
I'm not
welcome.
actually a reviewer. That's why.
Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're a vaporization method. You use that method as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
saw that
not
on
my-
Smack's live. Yeah, would
Yeah,
you?
Solid's
I'm on
got
the-
Solid's
I'm
got
on the
exactly
balls.
the same device.
balls
Yeah, he's on the
as well.
balls.
We've all got the
How
balls.
much does a contraption like that cost, that mate? Sounds like medieval.
Oh, you don't want to know.
Well, if
No,
I went for the
they've got
volcano
cheaper.
hybrid, I'm pretty sure I can. Well, I'm not bragging. The volcano hybrid was the worst thing of my life. I've never felt so sad about purchasing something again. It left me poor, just purchasing it, and to not want it the next day was just crazy.
No,
So, how much would it cost?
I was about to say that. This is the thing. You can pick up a ball vape nowadays about the same price as a volcano obviously is. I used to have volcanoes back in the day as well, and I couldn't get used to them either. And there's also the side of, I said this earlier, there's also the maintenance side of it. You still have other parts in it to do. Yeah, it's not the same. It just never was the same. I could never see myself buying a volcano. I had a motor around places and stuff, but I couldn't do that transition. And I'd also done all the like Paxes and the handhelds across onto water pipes to try and get that same experience of like how I used to combust, because I've combusted over around 30 years as well, and I couldn't stop combusting obviously because it's to do with the burn temperature and the heating temperature.
Yeah.
You get a good ball vape where you can dye it in, or a good handheld, because there are enough shit handhelds, but if you get a good handheld that can actually heat to right temperatures, you'll give up tobacco in a day, or anything like that, or any combustion in a day. Easy.
A Tiny Mite 2 is quite a good one for that.
Yeah, now that's a funny thing. I was over at Medicators just a little earlier, and we were talking about this, about the temperatures. I had to give him a little... you're smoking there. But the Tiny Mite does heat over the combustion temperature, so you are going to combust. It's
You
a good
can
15
do, yeah.
you're 15 degrees over, so it will combust. You hit that, and on little bits, like a smaller little part, and it's going to start smouldering, it's going to turn blue smoke, and you think you're getting bigger clouds. No, you're combusting, because you're getting blue smoke. It's hanging in the air. You're vaporizing, it's not going to hang as much. That's the thing. It's a fine line on combustion, and it's a very fine line, and once you hit it, you really can't go back. You know when you're combusting, like when you've just gone a bit too far in a degree. And it's not the same. When you're in an extract, it's totally different, because obviously you haven't got all the material there. You can still go too hot on it extract. Not going to deny that, as everyone else will say that you can still go burn your extracts, but it's not the same. It's getting off combustion. It's about really the contraption you're using.
No, I know
I'd
that.
say that. Yeah, definitely. If you're using wrong contraptions and you've had a bad experience or they haven't been heating at right temperatures, you're not going to enjoy it or get the same experience, and you're just not going to do it.
No, I agree. I noticed that.
Yeah.
No, I did. I noticed that. I've been through a lot of devices, right? And it isn't not a lot. I've been through three devices, which isn't a lot, to be honest with you. When I bought the Volcano Hybrid, I was looking for the biggest cloud, and like an idiot, I wasn't talking to people. There wasn't anyone to talk about on YouTube back then. I wasn't talking to anyone, and it was just I didn't have a clue, mate. I was in a couple Discords. I did check a few things out, and then I bought the Volcano Hybrid thinking it had the biggest cloud, like an idiot, and it wasn't the biggest cloud. I was the biggest clown for buying it. It isn't a bad device, but it's certainly not in a one-person setting. That's what I realised.
You can still combust on one of those and fill up a bag with what is combusted material. This is the whole thing. I've realised that as well. Back in the day, some of us, when we used to go around smoking people's Volcano, we were smoking them because they were combusting it, because they were going too high in the temperature. And you're getting multiple bags, but it's gone too far. When that contraction starts
really hard.
burnt,
you're going to try really hard to combust with a volcano. The temperature, because the temperature it's talking about is the temperature of the core, not the air temp. They're obviously different things.
I know it's just on the edge though. They do combust again, and they do go to that horrible burnt cookie smell. And this is what I was about to say. It with glassware, with water in it. It's the same if you're smoking meats or anything. If you know what smoking is, like you actually get damp into something and you smoke a bit of material, it sticks then lingers. Now, if you're burning and combusting with a water pipe, that's going to stink. It will smell in your water pipe and you won't get rid of that smell because you've combusted. So if you haven't combusted, it will smell fruity and smell like the material is putting through it.
Yeah, when you do combust, you have to clean it out because that is vile. It does.
But get something damp. This is why you also hear some people saying they like their glassware even with no water in it, because then it doesn't smell. And it's again the moisture in there. If they're combusting or getting too hot, it's going to stick into that moisture. It'll stink that glassware out. It's very hard to get. You would have to isopropyl out and get it right out again. But with handheld devices, you burn into one of those and combust. They're fucked, really. It's very hard to clean out and get rid of that taste, you know what I mean, out of a handheld. Like the old packs and stuff. So
that's the one I didn't like. The packs.
Yeah. It's a nice little handheld. Nice little handheld, but it's just not the same if you're used to combusting always.
I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to use it. That's the problem. I didn't know what temperatures. I think what you just mentioned there, that burnt cookie smell, man. Now you just said that's. I think I was really trying to get too high of a temperature. Like, imagine if you don't know the temperature and you're a combustor, you're trying to get the highest temperature possible. And I kept getting a lot of burnt taste, and I definitely was doing it wrong. I know I was. I have to. It's got to be me doing it wrong.
But also, to be fair, Danks, I'd say if you said you was using the packs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I'll be real with you. I had a PAX 3 and I wasn't getting a whole lot of terpenes, and the flower definitely should have been given off a lot more terpenes than that. I was really struggling to work with it. I know a lot of people struggle too. It's got this weird whole system where you have to almost make it into a puck and you kind of ram it in there like the it's kind of a weird one for me. I much prefer the vapes where you prefer the airflow, but
little plates.
Yeah,
what would you recommend? What would you say? What is the top 3 vapes? We're talking about medical. What would be the top 3 devices?
See, the thing that you're mainly talking about with
desktop.
Yeah, portable desktop, conduction, convection. Conduction and convection as well. So with the packs, it's conduction. So it's all about the flour sitting in a heated oven, and
Okay.
it's about the contact the flour has with all the bits that are heated up. Whereas with convection, you're talking about like the volcano, which is a bad example, I guess, because none of us really like the volcano. But that's drawing just hot air over
through the fast.
yeah
With a
over
fan.
the meds instead of it sitting in something that's hot. So
That's the other thing.
They-
The fan
they
at
do have
night time.
yeah, that was
Sorry.
a pain in the arse, and the bags, the noise of the
Doing
bags as well.
Yeah, doing bags at night time
Yeah.
and the fan and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, they do give different effects. So conduction will give you a more of a. This is terrible phrasing. Conduction will give me more of an indica style heavy hit, whereas convection is more of that cleaner. That cleaner high that Mo was talking about earlier on her channel, I think. That's more like the difference between smoking and vaping.
Yeah, I see.
And you get some devices that mix those two things up. You get some devices that the chamber gets, even though it uses convection, the chamber gets hot enough for it to be giving you conduction as well.
That's also what I was just going to mention. Just there, Smack, was this from it's a Ruby Twist, but it's the microdose bowl. This is so the bowl is here, and lower down, and if you have it lower, then it's just convection. But if you bring it to the top, then the bowl actually sits inside the housing itself, creating to be a conduction as well.
Yeah.
So you can make
Metal
this as a
itself
hybrid
gets
as
hotter.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's just something that this offers as well.
That's the thing. The ball vapes, as we were saying, you can actually customize them and go hybrid with them as well. You can do either. Like our mine's set up. I won't tip it on the side. It's obviously a full metal bowl with a full glass pass through. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's
Tailor
got
it
a
to
full
how
metal
your own-
oven. So yeah, then you got that, and then you got the hot air side of it as well. So that's the hybrid system. But you can go the full other route where you're just using a pull through, like just putting hot air through.
I'll tell you one thing I did enjoy is extracts. God is vape pen. He tried to get me on the vaporized method. He's the latest person to try and get me to transition. But transition in from combustion to vaporization, not in that transition type of way, guys. You're gonna crack a joke or two. But
I'm too high, man. I'm fucked. I've been ripping these dabs all stream, man. And then a couple of IFO bananas.
2 bananas. Fuck's sake. I can't
Yeah, I'm
imagine
sort of a
what
bit
you're going to
quiet.
be like.
I'm listening to you lot talking, and I'm like, yeah, say this. And then I sit there like, nah, you're too fucking stoned to say anything.
Oh, honestly,
Right.
banana looks amazing.
Has any of you lot seen Extreme Q by Ariza? It fills up the bags like a volcano.
Yeah.
I've got one of those, and you stick your flour into like a glass bowl, and it blows the hot air through there and fills up your bags. That thing, man, that's pretty good. That is.
No,
A glass bowl, that sounds
takes too
alright,
long to
'cause
warm up.
anything that sort of passes through glass is a sort of good in my books, especially for weed, for flavour and stuff.
no, 100%, 100%. I think once you're used to vaping, I think that is definitely a big thing because I've seen the plastic little caps. It's just, I've seen people. I tried the air riser, which was the one that you can get on Amazon with the little glass tube. I tried that, but still, again, didn't know the temperatures, and I got like a really planty, burnty taste, and it was just like, no, this ain't for me.
Yeah,
And that was
that's
the
one of
last
the
time
ones
I
that
did have
works.
a riser
I think
air,
that's
and I
conduction
had a
and
riser
convection,
solo.
I think.
Okay, I'm just doing it wrong.
I think
don't
it's
know.
poor
Just
airflow
some
through
of the
those.
cheaper ones are just they do speed.
It's less doing it wrong and more just trying to find what's right for you. I've been through fucking shitloads of vaporizers trying to find the ones that I was actually into rather than not not all the ones that are rated as being the best I'm going to get
They're
on
not.
with.
I know. I see that. That's the problem I had, man. I don't know who to trust when I was reading the reviews. It's just like, oh, this is the best one I had, and I've tried them all. And you're like, what? Wait 1 minute. What? Wait. If this is the best, and I'm like this, the fuck? What am I going to do?
Someone needs to bring us a fucking. You used to get mobile libraries. We need someone who's got a mobile vape van.
Yeah.
Fucking
Buy
hell.
before you buy it. That's what we need.
Imagine that. Like, that's a good idea. Shit, you're onto something.
Mobile
the
lounge.
On the vapes, try before you buy it, because they said the
Smoking
Mighty was
loads
the
on
best,
wheels.
and I've bought the Mighty, and it's been the best one I've ever had. But I've only ever had 3 vapes. I had a Storm, then I had a Riser Air. Oh, actually, I had a Riser Solo, and then I had this. So I've had 4, and this is the best I've had. But I haven't had many, so there might be better ones out there. But I'm never going to know, because this is good enough for me. It gives good airflow. It fucks me up. This is what I want.
And to find out, you've got to spend 300 quid.
Yeah. If I could try before I buy, I might buy it.
Well, that's the thing with what I was saying with the packs. It was like great as a convenience thing and so, but it didn't help me get off combustion because it just wasn't there. Tiny Mite too probably would have. I'll go say I should have actually gone that route, but yeah, this little thing, it's not right for me. But then
I swear by the Tiny Mite too.
But then this fits so many other people's needs. Again, for a smaller thing. Now, being autistic, none of it really bloody hits me, does it? So.
Well, you've got high tolerance as well. Is your tolerance high?
Well. Yeah, you just. None of it is. You're trying to slow down reality of anything. If you're ADHD, autistic, you know what I mean?
That's why I get that, man. It makes me nice and slow.
That's why he's on the bananas.
Focus. That banana is amazing.
2 bananas.
Yeah, I'm a heavy user. I quit once before and I got really ill. So I used for nearly 22 years, and I just quit cold turkey, just stopped. And for some reason, I was really ill for nearly a year. It's like my body was never not used to having THC.
Well, we're meant to have cannabis. We have a cannabinoid system for a reason.
Yeah, no. So, if you're using something for don't forget, I've been using since 16. I stopped around quite a late age. So when you're using something heavy and then you just cut it off, I think that wasn't the best way to come away from it. I just stopped it, thinking I'll be fine. I was fine for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't well. I had a headache for nearly 8 months. It never went away. I couldn't sleep. And that headache literally was like, it debilitated me to the point I couldn't do nothing. I mean, couldn't get out of bed. I lost my job. It was really bad. Like, it got so bad I had to go to a neurologist. They're talking all this nonsense, intracranial pressure, and it's just all nonsense, mate. I just realised that my body had gotten so used to having THC. I think once I took it away, my body was like, whoa, wait 1 minute, mate. What are you doing, Banksy? Hold on a minute now. You need to, I think anything you need to taper away from it, because don't forget, I'm used to that. My brain's used to that. Your brains are very addicted to anything. It's not just weed. It's just how the brain works, isn't it? I'm so used to using it as a device to medicate to get through a lot of my conditions. But to take it away like that, I feel like that's something I highly do not recommend for a long user. Now, we're talking long usage here. We're not talking 4 to 5 to 10 years to 15 even. We're talking when you get over the 18 years mark using regularly, I think that's when you're in the league of, okay, be careful when you come away from using it for such a long time. It doesn't happen to everyone. This is not, once you quit it, it's going to happen to you. But I've noticed there is not withdrawals in a sense. I see it as more as you have gotten used to that so often, your body's not used to not being without it. That happened to me twice, and I've quit it twice, and the same symptoms happened. But just when I quit the second time, because I wasn't using it, I only used it again for 8 months quite regularly. The symptoms happened again, but they didn't last a year. They lasted like a month or 2, 3 months, instead of nearly a year and a half. I just wasn't right. I'm God's honest truth. I had brain fog. It was really weird. It made my condition flare up as well. So, but when I use cannabis, my condition, all my symptoms are basically, most of them are at bay, like literally 95%. and I don't really want to talk about my condition. It's not known to really help it, but I've noticed when I use it for it, I don't get much symptoms. I get a lot when I come away from it, though. So I'm happy with it. But yeah, I just rambled on then. I just literally digressed. But I noticed long-term users. This isn't for everyone, and I'm just noticing, like, for me personally, that was my journey. When I did stop for a long time, I wasn't right for a good while.
But
Did
I
it right
stopped for
itself?
a long time. Yeah. For one point.
Yeah.
Did you find it righted itself, or did you always going back to cannabis the thing that made it right again?
Oh, it made me fucking whoa. So when I quit again the second time, I was being hospitalized quite regularly. I was being hospitalized one time it was within 1 month, like 6 times. And it got so bad I didn't want to go. The symptoms still persisted. It got to the point where I used the cannabis, and within about 2 to 3 weeks, the symptoms started to fade. I've not had them symptoms since I've used it, but that's because I've gotten used to cannabis. Having my condition is, it keeps it at bay, but taking it away, I think personally, from my perspective, I think it flared my condition. That's for me speaking. And I know people do get these symptoms. It's called, you can have withdrawals, but I noticed when I started taking cannabis again, within a month, my symptoms literally disappeared.
Oh, blimey.
One sec. So my symptoms faded away within about 2 months. I was fine. But me and my older brother spoke and was like, well, maybe it's just one of them things, isn't it? The cannabis is helping your condition. And I'm telling you, the difference between me being I'm talking about like symptoms of choking in the neck, like heart attack symptoms for like every day, all day, every day.
Wow.
And it's like you're reporting to the hospital and you're getting choking in your neck, your arm, you're feeling it, and it ain't going away. And it was fucked. And I noticed that it's not more so the cannabis, it's more probably to my condition and the withdrawal from having THC helping the condition. I've noticed that happened to me. That happened to me. So I'm not saying that cannabis is a cure drug, but I can honestly tell you I've quit it twice, and each time I had symptoms in it. And then reusing it took me 2 years, right, to feel normal again. And then a year later, you're in love with cannabis, innit? And I went back to it. Like I said, it tasted like campfire again. And then, yeah, man, my symptoms faded. Like they went away again. Then I quit again, and guess, hey, presto, I'm symptomatic again. And then I tried to go 8 months, and it weren't working. The symptoms were every day, and I smoked the cannabis, and it actually helped. It really did help my condition. And I have a thyroid condition. I'm overactive, and it's caused antibodies, which just cause my thyroid. Because I'm blocking the thyroid with the medication. My thyroid's then like, oh, we can't attack the thyroid. We'll attack the eyes. So when I've noticed I'm on cannabis, that's immensely helped my condition. It's helped many things. I don't really think it's known to help thyroid conditions, but for someone who's overactive, yeah, because you mentioned BPM, I've just rambled on. You mentioned that you use it quite regularly because of your conditions, right?
Yeah,
I think
fibro and stuff like that. And said I've had relapses for years where I have also not taken anything through financial sides and obviously been drinking or other things. But yeah, I've come back onto it. But then I've also looked back deep into my childhood and realised how much I also was suffering with a lot of these conditions from young. Like I was suffering with major nosebleeds all the time, stress-related things, and headaches, as you were saying. When I got to about 13 and started getting on drinking and then cannabis and stuff like that, and this is the thing. I was already smuggling alcohol back into school, dealing with my ADHD and my autism and stuff, because obviously I didn't fit in any of my age group and stuff, didn't fit in social groups, so I struggled throughout my childhood. But it came it wasn't the medication instead, but it goes deeper, further back. Sometimes you may be dealing with a lot of anxiety and stress that's a lot deeper seated. You know what I mean? It may be from your childhood. It may be trauma from your childhood that you don't realise that you're living
subconscious.
with. That you also have, subconscious that then triggers your conditions.
You pick shit up.
Now, with all the stress that I've been dealing with in the last bloody year, I've hit the stress-related thing of TMJD, which is like in the jaw, where I've been so stressed that I've actually gritted and broken all my teeth through stress, anxiety,
Wow.
and that's sadly, medication's been helping me. As you're saying about feeling like you're having heart attacks every day. If I explained what I've been through in the last couple of years, I've been having nearly heart attacks every day. And it was
Yeah.
the situation and the circumstance and the environment that I was in, that I've been shoved into, and
No, I
the
heard a bit
trauma
of
I've
it.
been shoved through. Yeah, you get what I mean? And I'm lucky to say, if I hadn't been for the medication and what I had at the time and my online communities and social group, I don't know where I'd be right now. I actually will say cannabis multiple times in my life has saved my life, and in the last couple of years I have been at that lowest point where
Yeah.
luckily the medication, I had nothing else but the medication, and it has saved my life.
No, I
Luckily,
agree.
I actually had a really good strain at one of the worst points. I couldn't needed it, and it was probably the best strain that helped me in the best possible way, which was just to shut off and to sleep and to mentally shut off. Because this is the thing, stress can kill you not just through heart attacks,
No,
through anxiety.
it can.
It can, yeah, you can destroy your teeth. It can make your teeth fall out. It can make your hair fall out. It can make
No, yeah,
it can cause
100%.
many things. It can cause you to have a stroke. It can. This is the thing. I actually think I had a minor stroke through all the stress in the last year.
Yeah, no,
I've had multiple
yeah.
things, and with nerve damage and stuff. And this is the thing. It can cause many things. Stress and anxiety. It's not just you think, oh, that person's a little bit anxious. No, it can actually cause real physical reactions in your body with
No.
your immune system.
It's
Yeah,
a
with your
knock-on
gut.
effect. Yeah, no, 100%. That's the issue I'm having. But
Sadly, you go
with
and talk to a GP about that, and he'll go, "We can only listen one problem at a time."
so,
Yeah,
so
it's a knock-on effect of all your
No,
whole system.
100%.
It's all your immune system is fighting itself in a fight or flight state of shock, basically.
no, I
And
agree.
it's
I've been
yeah.
there. No,
Yeah,
so
no, I
that, so
think
my,
I think you understand that from me just
yeah,
telling
no, I
you
do.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
I was going to touch on something you said. So it is because you mentioned the medication. Have you come off a lot of your prescription, and are you on cannabis only, or do you still use certain prescription medications?
I won't touch anything because I know that it's not going to help the
Absolute
environment or the
fucking legend.
situation there. Yeah, I actually know it's deeper in what's actually caused the issue. And this has helped me keep my stress levels down, keep my focus more. Because obviously, I've said about focus as a child. I was always bad as a child for exams and stuff and schooling, but where I couldn't focus from all the noise outside the window, like the people cutting the grass, stuff like that. But then to deal with the school environment, no one understood that. No one understood ADHD, autism when I was growing up. It was literally Asperger's or problem child or hyperactivity.
I know, innit? It
And
was
you got
limited, very limited.
you
Very
got really
limited.
badly labelled, so they didn't understand a multiple condition thing where one could slightly cover over the other. And this is the whole problem. They also then treated you like you were the problem and isolated you more and punished you more and traumatized you more. So that's
No,
my
yeah.
education system. So
No,
growing
that-
up, I've had a funny existence. I haven't had a really traumatic as such childhood, but then I've had trauma through a lot of other things. I can't explain
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, fully
But-
understand and resonate with you there, Solid.
Yeah, bullying things. I've been near beaten to death. I've been a human punch bag. I've been a human crash test dummy, and it resonates, but it all catches up to you. And this is the whole thing about fibro. A lot of it is actual neuroplastic pain. Like there is damage there.
No, I know.
Your immune system is in a state of fight or flight that everything's triggering off all around your body at the same time. So even those old damages, all those old breaks, everything hurts. But it can
Yeah.
be like one place
a
from
lot
one
of time
point.
trauma
Yeah.
origin. Yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, like I get massive flare-ups throughout my back. I get issues with obviously like leaky gut and stuff like that. I have a lot of those
Yeah.
issues, and it's
Wow.
all to do with stress. And I think you
Definitely.
probably understand that as well. And there's a few people who understand that. It can be an anxiety thing, but it's again a neurotype also issue, and it has been misunderstood. But the medication helps to calm that back. I can't explain it. I don't know where I would have been on focusing without that over the years. I would, yeah.
Yeah, can I just add something?
Sorry.
Because you're mentioning, see, my condition, So my problem, the biggest problem happened when I took my medication for my condition. So I had my condition 4 years and I was A-OK. And the doctor kept calling me up saying, "Oh, mate, shit doesn't look right, man. You're not taking your meds." I'm like, "Well, I feel absolutely fine." I was an average gym goer. I was very regular, and I was like, "I'm absolutely fine." It's like, "Well, your thyroid levels don't say you're fine, mate. You're close to like a stroke or a heart attack." I'm like, "Well, I feel absolutely fine." So I remember they put me on the medication, right, and they shouldn't have stuck me on the medication. The medication to block my thyroid producing what it's producing is absolutely fucked me up, mate. So
Yeah,
I can
with
touch
side
on, you
effects.
talked about immune system, didn't you? Yeah, it's the same as me. So my immune system is now turned on myself just because I took the medication. So now it's like, oh shit, you're stopping us from attacking your thyroid. Now my immune system switched on. There was a period of 2 years where I was literally
Is that
bedbound. I couldn't get out
carbimazole?
of bed.
Yeah.
It was like what you, yes, it was like what you mentioned there with your fibro. You had stomach issues, headaches. I wasn't well. I couldn't get out of bed. I was in pain. I didn't know what was that brain fog. I actually thought I went through a bone marrow biopsy. They was doing everything, and it was just they just said, "Oh well." After I spoke to a few endocrinologists, I realized that having the problem ain't the issue. Is when the thyroid's when you say my thyroid goes overactive and then it's overactive and I pull it down and then I keep pulling it up and down, that's when the symptoms actually really do fucking come, and they're really bad. And you mentioned smack carbimazole. Yeah, that's what I take for my immune system issue. And it's a bad thing. It affects your heart. Like it affects everything, man. Like I remember, like for a year, I was having a panic attack. Imagine just sitting there, you're absolutely fine, and you're having like your immune system, your nervous system switches on, and you're literally sitting there having a panic attack. And I've never actually experienced anything like that in my life. So when you said immune system and it's attacking you, see the symptoms you mentioned, was it fibromyalgia, isn't it? Am I correct? Yeah. So that's symptoms. I had that as well because Graves' disease and immune system issues are very naughty, mate. So I can understand your pain. They're absolutely horrible.
There's more research being done again with links of Crohn's and sorry, more links with Crohn's and things like that related to all the microbiome in the gut and all your immune system. So it's all
sorry, Smokey. What? Sorry, Smoke. Have you got Crohn's? Sorry, I don't mean to say. What's the issue you mentioned there? Smoke?
I was just saying we're the fibro warriors down here because I've got fibromyalgia. And,
yeah, it's horrible.
It's hypermobility, Ehlers-Danlos, and costochondritis.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a lot of like pain thingies.
Yes, it's absolutely
so
horrible.
I totally resonate with solid and stuff like that. So yeah.
I don't get extracts into the room. Add to the stage. There we go.
Yo,
he's back.
yeah, man, I had some things to see to.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, look at this shit.
Onto the conditions of fibromyalgia. That's what they were testing me for, innit? But with immune systems, your guess is anyone's guess what type of symptom you're going to have. I think you mentioned you was in pain. Smoke, when I first saw your channel, that's when I was really in a shitload of pain. It's like, my body aches all over. Like, shit, I've been there, you know. I used to think like, yeah, these people kind of over-exaggerate it, but no, it's true. There's certain symptoms and conditions that can really debilitate you, mate. And there's nothing on the outside that people can really see. It's just they look at you and think, oh well, you look fine. I'm like, well, yeah, not quite. No.
The thing is it's very difficult. I mean, without trying to like, so it's different for everyone really. But for me, there's a constant pain levels. You know, say like at least a 4 or 5, and that's just on a constant. But, you know, I will get stabbing pains, all sorts of shooting pains, this, that, like my arm feels like it's being torn. It's crazy what pains that get replicated and nothing's actually necessarily happening. And it imitates a lot of other conditions, it seems to be fibro.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I even went testing for Lyme's and stuff because Lyme's can look very much like fibro, but fibro is like this stupid. We're getting a massive echo.
Somebody's echoing. RAS Health Bank. Health Bank, I think you're echoing. Is it you or is it you? Who is it? Is it me? Have I lost my mind? I think
Oh,
That glop.
BPM.
Jesus
Can you-
Christ.
Right, let me
SSE, I
just
think.
pull back now. Talk now.
I think it's fine now.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah,
There
it's
we go.
definitely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
No, I
definitely
was
Health
saying
Bank.
it. Yeah, I was saying basically. You
No,
can
it's
get
back.
this. No,
Oh, it's not Health Bank. I just blamed my
Yeah,
friend.
it's
This is one of my pals. He's joined the
SSE.
live. He's
Hey, bud.
he does a lot of fitness stuff, boxing, does all that gym, and he exercises and does all these things while on THC. He's a medical user himself and absolutely does crazy stuff.
That's the one.
Some other gastro stuff with leaky gut and things, as a if you are a sporting coach or anything like that, you would understand that very much as well with leaky
Yeah.
gut and things, because it can be, again, you can overtrain yourself and really push yourself and you can get symptoms again that's very similar. But this is when you're not you're just functioning, getting up daily, and you can't even get out of bed daily because you are having those symptoms. This isn't overworking yourself. So it is like that, but he would understand that because it
It's
is
catch-22,
very much.
isn't it?
Yeah, I used to do a lot of sports and body building and like basketball and stuff like that in teams when I was young. I used to suffer with a lot of gut issues anyway, like that. So I can understand, but it's when it hits every day, full blown, you're like, it's uncontrollable. I can't explain it. It comes chronic, basically. So
Yeah.
that's the
draining.
difference between, it's when it comes chronic, it's a totally different thing. But as a sporting person, he would know exactly the situation because you kind of get it from overtraining.
Yeah, so this is one thing you need to understand. This is one thing, like I said, catch-22. It's like you're in a loop, right? Because the condition debilitates you, we need exercise. We evolve to be running around. And unfortunately, when we get a condition, it doesn't allow us. And I feel like it's hard, isn't it, to say to somebody, oh, well, you need to exercise when they're symptomatic. It's hard. I 100% understand. But I feel exercise is a big boost in mental health. That's one thing I believe, and for myself personally, because I have Graves, so I get stressed out when I try. I'm fine, everything's fine, and when I'm really stressed out,
as a fitness coach, and a martial arts coach,
fucking hell, he's plugging everything.
I've been hearing your conditions.
Yeah, it was a joke, Ras.
What's that?
I don't know. We've lost him. Yeah, he's my pal. He believes in
with you guys' conditions. I wouldn't advise excessive training or overtraining.
No.
I would just
stupid.
I'll do a little is better than nothing.
Yeah, he works with a lot of people with disabilities and health issues that use cannabis. He exercises. It's not easy. We're not saying this is for everyone. He's not trying to promote anything, but he's one person that got me back on track recently. Like I've dropped 7 stone.
But this is the sad thing about hidden chronic illness. People would literally look at you and go, oh, you just get up and go and do a little bit more, get some exercise inside you.
Don't work like
and
that.
It's not that. It's the next day, you're not suffering with lactic acid in your legs and things like that. You're suffering with a full fibro flare-up. And it is your whole body is on fire and all the nervous system's on fire. And I know the difference between lactic acid and a fibro flare-up. So this is a whole thing. It's very hard to explain to someone who's not suffering with those conditions. But when you have lived it, someone will understand those type of conditions.
So do you try to
everyone's
exercise?
different.
I'm not promoting exercise. Something that worked for me, it's not a 1-2 size fit. Because I told you for 2 years I couldn't get out of bed. So try and tell that to somebody who's got. So it doesn't work for everyone. I just believe for me that what helped me with my mental health because of my condition automatically switches on your mental health. I feel exercise because you need to hack your brain and your body. So I basically forced myself to get a dopamine rush, and I get that a lot through smoking weed and enjoying weed and learning about weed and just in general. But sometimes you need to kind of get that dopamine hit. And unfortunately, like you were just saying in it, the next day, I can imagine it must be a lot in it. Yeah.
sadly, it's not even just the next day. It's like the whole week. Then after, like the next few days, like I did my weekend. Obviously, jobs need to be done. I need to do all the gardening and stuff at the weekend. We have the bins going out, so I've had to force myself to do the gardening. I've dosed myself up on edibles so I can get through that pain barrier to just do it. But obviously, the next couple of days afterwards, that burn is just impossible. The thing is, I know I've overpushed it. I'm overdoing it, but I have no choice. I still have to function, and sadly, I feel literally like a broken person in a broken body. I want to do it. My mind says I want to do it. Body says no.
No, I know. Don't you find that brings
and
depression as well? Because I felt that myself. Like, you know, when you know, innit? It's like, you know, because even from speaking to you can just tell. Like, I would never say to somebody, because like I said, it's the next day, and then obviously I've never known. So if you excess, like say you put stress on your body, does that like flare up the condition? Like, is that what one
this
of the
is
big
what I'm
triggers?
saying as you were saying as an ADHD as well, this is the thing, it can flare up your conditions. It's very like you're on flight all the time. You're very like sports mode all the time in your body. Even though you may not be physically doing much, your body's reacting like that. You know what I mean? Your immune system's like reacting like that all the time. So yeah, you're going to always be like hormonally stressed in that degree. As you were saying, your hormones are flaring up.
Wow.
You feel a little bit.
Is that like it when you smoke?
Yeah.
Is that like sorry?
I was about to say, so yeah, I take stuff to calm back down, but now if you're like that all the time, I forgot what point I was going to get to.
You were talking about.
Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you. You was talking about how it affects you, and I was going to ask because you was talking about how it affects you, and I was about to ask Smokey, do you get the same symptoms or similar symptoms? Is it like everybody gets the same symptoms, or is it just another one? Well, we'll see how you take it, or is it something that? Is it different?
I wouldn't say everyone gets the same symptoms, but I'd say a lot of us can relate to a lot of it.
Very similar.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say in regards to the sort of the exercising, personally, as you know, as someone that's sort of been through and is going through a weight loss journey, myself, and I heard you've been through that too, Danks.
Yeah.
And big up to you. That's you know, that's a
3 times I've been through it. 3 times. 3 times. I've ballooned up yeah, massive. I've been up to like 26 stone when I took the medication. I ballooned up like 8 stone. 8 stone I ballooned up to in 3 years. That was on carbimazole, and then now. So you know what it does, smacking it. It's one of the symptoms. So sorry to touch your smoke. So I've been there, and I'm back on it. So I've been from 23 stone. I'm back to 15 stone. So
big up.
Nice.
I've been there.
No, I at my biggest, I was 18 stone.
Wow.
And that was last year. And
you've lost weight. So, I've seen it. You've lost weight from the beginning.
So I've been trying to do that and using cannabis in its right regime, putting my mind right in its also thing. And cannabis, if you have your mind right, it works perfectly with you. It's like this is the thing. Like a lot of other people, if they're not in the right mindset and certain things, it's not going to fully work in its full potential
100%.
with you. But yeah, and in regards to the, you know, my condition and fibro, I think it is a catch-22. I've been exercising more. It's something that is really sort of having to grit my teeth and bear it. But also in the same degree, I'm also lucky in a sense that I'm not working and I don't have too many responsibilities. I'm not fully aware of Solid's position, but that's what I mean. So I could have that little bit more rest.
No, I know.
So, you know, but I do think for me, it is very essential to keep moving, even that being a small amount, whether that be a small Pilates session but I think movement is very, very essential. Sitting down hurts me a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, man, sitting down fucks me up as well. I can't sit here for too long, man.
Yeah, so like when I'm sitting here for that, I'm gonna
my legs start playing up too.
But
that's good. Smoking. It's good you touched on sorry to interrupt you, but it's good you touched on the movement thing, because when I meant exercise, That's what I'm trying to say. I've been there where you can't move, and even the small, like you just mentioned, that is because I totally want to say something, but I couldn't get where I was going. But that's the point I was trying to make. That actually, it isn't about doing a backflip and running around it's about the small things. Because for some people, their condition really debilitates. I mean, even rolling, doing the process to get your dab shit, cleaning the dab equipment. That's an exercise. Getting up from sitting down, being stationary is what I'm trying to say. Stationary, I feel, is a big issue, and you don't have to exercise. I mean, 100%. Even if it's mental, you need to read, you need to absorb information, and so on for exercise. And I believe, because I was stationary for 2 years, and I believe even after that, you have the lingering effect where you're still getting better, but you're not better, and it's just like I've gotten better, but like at the same time, I've realized that I try and do things and try and move because I found myself just sitting for the last 5 years. I haven't done much. Not much.
Oh, I understand that. I've pretty lost 13, 15 odd years of sitting and hoping each day would get better, and you get a little bit better day and then go backwards and forwards. But
I know
you're not getting better, and you're getting older. And this is why I said about
I'm getting younger.
Giving up the combustion as well. Yeah, you're not getting younger either. So
no, I agree.
Health on that side. Have 30 odd years of combustion and stuff, and I know exactly this is what I should have been doing years ago. I just wish I'd come up with the design myself. That's the unbelievable one. I wish I had come up with a vape design myself for years ago and not been combusting. But no, it's a big change. Suffering each day, as you're saying, you hope each day you're going to get up and you try and push yourself. And with the ADHD thing, it's not depression as such, it's RSD. It's feeling so down in yourself that you feel like you can do those jobs, but you can't because of your health conditions. Like your mind's saying yes, your body's saying no, and you eat yourself up about it. Like everyone else can do that. Look, and they're my age. Yeah, I can't do it. So it's been a horrible struggle. So I think you can understand where I'm coming from. That there's few people who can understand where I'm coming from. That
I totally get where you're coming from. Solid.
Yeah, it's not depression as such.
But the thing is that I do agree. I do totally agree with that, and I think it's really hard, to get out of that. It's so easy to get caught up in those thoughts. That, but the problem is that we've just got to remember that we're in our own lane at the end of the day, and we're everyone's in a race at the end of the day, if they want to call it that, but
the rat race.
But at the end of the day, we're in our own lane, doing our own thing, and we'll get to the finish line at some point, and it's all about just at our own pace, not having to sort of stress ourselves out even more, looking about what other people at our age or whatever are doing, because I've been caught up, in that. It's unreal.
Good thing to talk about, Smokey. Go on, carry on.
But no, it's definitely it's really easy to get caught up in that and to get lost in your progression and what you have done and what you can do currently and what is possible. So
what you should be doing.
Yeah, it's hard because you're stuck in your brain, innit? You're in your little bubble, innit? We're all in our little bubbles. This is us coming out of them bubbles. You understand? So it's just you realise in the end that it's not an easy thing to do.
No, not at all. But I do get, it is hard to get out of it. But yeah.
But you're doing it. You're over 1,000 subs. You're doing it. I've seen your progression a little. You're a bit more fluid. So and that's a natural progression. No, it's natural. You've got to be in it to win it. I'll say. You understand? Like Smack's an absolute pro now, aren't you, Smack? He's ascended. He's ascended. He's with Metatron, aren't you? Oh, how Metatron.
I need to sub to his Patreon and get one of his t-shirts. I do love them.
Oh, they're legendary.
Snap is good stuff.
Yeah,
That's why
his
when you
t-shirts
hear,
are
I
looking
think,
great. I need to sort of save some money up and sub over to him.
what are you charging for the t-shirt, Smack? Don't tell me you're doing a counter offer.
I'm not. Well, I'm not.
Gamma radiating them. Are you beta radiating them? Sorry,
All
I
I've
didn't
done with
mumbled.
the t-shirts so far, I've
Sorry.
said a maximum of 30 quid, depending on what you can afford.
I can afford £2.
There you go. So you can have one for 2 quid if you really want
Sorry,
to be
I'm
a
not
cunt
coughing
about
because of the price.
I don't think that's going to work, Smack.
No.
Well done.
So are they available?
Not. Yeah, kind of. If anyone wants one, just send me a message.
Definitely.
You can get them over on Patreon for the minimum amount Patreon would allow me to sell them for, so I don't make any profit on those. I think no, it's a lie. I think I make $1 on each shirt, I think. But yeah, so there's merch that you can get like that, but there's also the tie-dye shirts that I'm doing, and just send me a message about those and we can discuss what you want.
I definitely will at the end of the month due to I spent my Medicon money, so I definitely will purchase one to support the cause, mate, because someone's got to buy them, and I'll buy one. Just give me an extra small, even though I'm probably an extra large to a double XL right about now. But just give me a small, so one day, I might fit into it. No, but
well, it's a fun. I'm enjoying doing it at the moment, and it's they're all experimental until I really know what I'm doing. So I don't feel comfortable really selling them properly while I'm still experimenting, and I don't really know what I'm doing. So,
and at the same time, you don't want to come across like you're trying to capitalize and anything. You're just doing it because you're in it. You're just in it. Yeah, no, we know it's fine. Don't worry. It's not like that, mate.
And so there's various designs that I'm thinking of offering, and the ones that are over on Patreon at the moment are just the circle insignia of the monkey that's normally on my videos. But there's the Star Wars style logo as well, and then from there it just depends on how we decide to design the shirts. There's two that are on there at the moment that I haven't got rid of yet, so there's 2 available at the moment.
Quick question, Smack. I ain't asked you. So obviously I checked your channel out quite some time ago. I realised this. I've never asked you this. You had videos before medical cannabis, right? Well, I can't quite remember what though. Do you still have them up on your channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you make videos on? Because I can't quite remember, man. Was you doing the same thing, pushing walls? I can't remember pushing. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. I just remember seeing thumbnails. I've never actually clicked on one. I'm trying to think. Did I click on one? This is 2 years ago, Smack. About a year and a half ago. I can't quite remember.
Anything that's not medical has got a different colour font on the thumbnail, so it's easy to ignore. Anything that's not medical, I think all the previous stuff from when I was going to some animal rights stuff, I think that's all red thumbnails.
See, that's what I'm saying.
There's 6 months worth of animal rights stuff, and before that, it was all trying to do music videos.
Oh, great! No, because it's only right that it was that, innit? I thought it might be something around that because obviously the way you are with medical cannabis, so you're obviously trying to your stuff when it comes to the laws. Jesus Christ!
Well, that's how I ended up getting. I was just starting on medical when all that was going on. And that's how I ended up getting raided and caught for growing, and stopped doing that around the same time that I was going to a studio, and I think I'd just started. Big Nasty Medical had just started coming out, I think, around then.
Really?
There was something else that I thought that was really good. And it was like, all right, some of this is shit, some of this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet so I can just say which is good and which is shit.
Yeah, because you've been using it a long time, innit? I don't want to touch on what you got raided, but can you touch on it? Was it for cultivation?
That's what they found when they got in the flat, yeah.
Yeah. This is the one law that needs to be fucking changed, man. We just need to fucking grow it in peace. This is the one thing I'm praying for, man. I'm just hoping I'm not too old and I've given up on cannabis. I'm hoping it happens quite soon. That we're just allowed to just do it in peace and just not have to worry about, okay, are they going to come through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that.
If we had that, I would go back to it definitely.
No, 100%.
But yeah, it was the animal rights stuff that they were coming through the door for. But yeah, then
and
they
then they just
found.
happened to find that. Oh, raw.
Yeah, there was like 15 of them in the flat, and it's not exactly a big flat. And there was like 3 grow tents.
Cool. I bet
11 is the unwritten rule. So anything above 11 is kind of.
There was.
I thought it was 9, but.
There was 12. Yeah, it just depends who you get and where you are, and yeah.
Definitely a great area, isn't it?
They were trying to throw a bunch of stuff at me because I'd upset them. So they were going to use anything they could find. But eventually, yeah, because it was there was absolutely nothing there's nothing that stuck from what they were trying to find on me, because there was no case whatsoever. They were just trying to scare me. But the medical definitely helped them realise they couldn't get me on the growing either. They knew that if it went to court, they just wouldn't get anywhere with it. It was just a complete waste of time. And because they didn't have a case with everything else they were coming at me for, it was the lowest form of resolution they could possibly give me for the growing. And I could have fought it, but I had a shit solicitor and I didn't really understand what was going on. Yeah.
It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. And it was... yeah, it was all really overwhelming and an unknown area. If I knew what I... No, well, yeah, no. And if I knew if I knew then what I know now, I'd have put up more of a fight, and there wouldn't have even been that community resolution. I just would have got away with it. I just would have been let off completely. Nothing would have happened. As it stands, that community resolution isn't something that stays. It isn't something that stays on my record. If anyone does a DBS check or anything like that, nothing will come up. But if the police themselves look at me, there's a record that I've been raided for that or whatever. I don't know. Well, that's happened. As Ninja says, that's what they were coming through the door for. That makes me sound sexy.
Yeah, and nothing comes through it. They won't come through no one's door.
Have you seen what Ninja's put?
No.
Check out what Ninja's put in the chat. His last comment.
Oh my God.
Where is Ninja? Where is it?
That makes me sound way sexier.
What's it? Nothing for sale or trade. What's that? Is that the last one?
No. Smack Salad tried to shoot police with a shotgun.
Is that true, sir?
That is not what I was raided for. That did not happen.
Smack's got a dark part.
That is humour.
Right, we're going to shut this off in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to post the link one more time, mate. If anyone wants to join, I'll absolutely cuff off that, mate. I'm going to post it one more. And if anyone wants to finish, more.
Mr. John Beck, thank you very much for your help. That is much appreciated.
I got the munchies now, man.
I'm not surprised.
No.
Yeah,
RSO banana.
Boss, you
maybe
okay?
have some bananas.
Didn't fill you up.
You can deep throat bananas with RSO, lad. What's going on?
The missus just bought me some leftover roast dinner.
Okay, shout out to the missus. Shout out to the missus.
Shout out to the missus.
Shout out to everyone's partner, cat.
While I was in here eating that RSO banana, I picked it off the bunch. The second one, I pulled it off the bunch. I went back out to sneak a third one in it. One of the kids had been and yoinked them, man. But I did make this RSO cashew nut.
Yeah,
so I've got to eat
that.
There you go. There's about 7 different RSO products. What happened to...
I've got no gummies left.
Well, no, are we not doing RSO roast?
What happened to what's it called? Vinny, Vinny, try and join.
Oh,
I saw
no,
that
give me
face.
ideas. What happened to me?
Smack,
it's a
do you,
roast time.
what are your methods? Do you do edibles or
What
just
are
the
my
vape?
methods?
What are your
I like
methods of
to try. I
producing?
like to work underhandedly
Okay.
in the criminal underworld. No, what are my methods for what?
for for usage? How do you use it? Do you just vaporize it, or do you do edibles? Do you make air? Oh, you do actually. You make cocoa butter.
Yeah.
Yes. There you
Yeah.
go. Now I remember.
That
Yes.
is
And
back
even
to what we were
before
talking about with symptoms and all that kind of stuff. That is what I swear helped my Graves' disease. RSO roast. Roast.
Love it.
Roast.
God.
I swear, it was eating cannabinoids, eating my own ABV coconut oil that really brought about a change in my Graves' disease and put it into remission. After being on carbimazole for fucking forever and it getting to a point of them saying, you can't be on this anymore, you have to make a decision about having an operation on your thyroid or having it burnt out with radiation.
Oh shit!
Within about 2 months or so of eating my own medicated coconut oil, my levels started going down and being right for the first time in
was it the pause
God
of
knows
the
when.
sentence there? There was a gap.
Eating my own.
Okay.
Smack. So this is one thing why when we started to talk, Smack, this is why I didn't want to say it.
We
but
were
I'm glad
talking
to say it.
smack.
Yeah, we were, and Smack. We kind of not bonded. We kind of like you know what? We just bonded over it because he shares the same condition. I have Graves' disease, and it's absolutely kaput me. And it ain't the Graves' disease itself; it's the medication. And like Smack said, I've done surgery 3 times. I'm due to have surgery to have my eyes done, but I'm still debating. 'Cause I don't really give a shit. But it's just in the morning. But I'm right at that threshold now, Smack. I've been on carbamazole too long, they said, and now they're calling me up saying, "Yeah, you need to kind of decide now whether it's radioactive iodine in it. That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, and or just rip it out." And I've in for 5 years, I've probably had stable levels once. So they are trying to push for it. But like I said, with cannabis, I don't notice the symptoms. But when I'm off cannabis, damn fucking right, them symptoms are rapid.
Yeah.
They're absolutely horrible.
I think it was definitely the eating it that made a big difference because it's getting through to different CB receptors. It's getting through to different parts of the your nervous system and having more of an effect on the nervous system and equalizing everything. Goz is going to have a banging nervous system over the next week or so. I do think that made a, because obviously it's I think in a fucking to put it really crudely, I guess you're battering the thyroid with a bunch of downers. Do you know what I mean? In terms of cannabinoids, and doing it to yourself as well through the cannabinoids, so it ends up just calming everything down massively. And the calmer you are, the more, because it's the thyroid is a vicious cycle. Do you know what I mean? With the more stress you're going through, the more stressed it makes you because you're producing more hormones and then therefore making the thyroid go into overdrive. And because it's already in overdrive, you just keep on going round in the stress cycle. And just
you ever take these things?
That would be bad for an overactive thyroid. That would be bad because they activate the thyroid.
Yeah, it makes it worse then. Yeah.
So if you had an underactive, they would be great.
But what about if it's just normal?
Then you need it. If you're just normal, you need iodine. Is in like seaweed and spinach and all.
Yeah, I heard we need it. That's what.
That could have been a culprit to why the thyroid went out of balance in the first place. What you're trying to mention, because that is a fact, but it's not to everyone. But iodine to someone who's overactive isn't a great thing, as Smack's trying to explain. So
How do you know if you're
Well,
overactive?
soya is another debated one as well. Actually, soya soya is a debated one with activating the thyroid or disrupting its normal activity as well. So too much soya is a bad thing. But someone in the comments as well, PWAC 420 at 8:06 p.m. They were saying as well that they've got overactive thyroid. Danksy, I've had overactive thyroid for 12 years. Ended up as
Damn.
thyroid eye disease. Killed my thyroid with a radiation drink. Ended up having 5 operations on my eyes.
Wow, yeah, no, I'm due for that myself. So since blocking, what the carbamazole does, it blocks your thyroid. And then, so what's happened to me is so shit, right? So taking the tablets gave me Graves' disease. Then taking the tablets again gave me the Hashimoto. So now I've got the antibodies for over and under. So it's like ping pong, isn't it? So remember Smack, my channel, remember the channel, because I did start early, right? My channel was doing quite well. And then you remember there was a time I disappeared for like 2 years. And then I remember I came back and he's like, oh, he's back. That was the time I took the carbamazole at a 20 ml dose. And within about a month, I was ill, mate. I've never been that ill in my life. I never knew what ill was until I took the carbamazole. But like you said,
because it's affected everything.
100%. So since taking that, it's blocked the thyroid, and hey presto, it's attacked my eye. So I will do the eye operation. But like you said, in it, it's just in flare-ups. It's all shit because the muscles swell behind your eye. They protrude a little. Mine ain't really bad. You wouldn't notice it if you don't know me. But people that know me, they're like, "Yo, what the fuck's happened to you, mate? Like, are you on some hard drugs?" I'm like, "Mate, look, listen, it's a thyroid problem." Because when I first had it, I was looking really skinny, and everyone was like, "Are you doing cocaine?" I'm like, "I don't touch it." And they really thought I was on some hard sort of drug, and my family thought I was on it. And then I was having tremors, and then I just did the study and like you, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I might have a thyroid issue." Went through the whole system of, you can't diagnose yourself, you're okay. And it persisted for months and months. And then they did a proper blood test, and hey, presto, my thyroid's elevated. I was like, well, it don't take a rocket scientist. I've known for 5 months, I told my GP.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they put me on the meds, but the meds just fucked it up even more. So a proper endocrinologist would have told me.
Ping pong.
Yeah, an endocrinologist would have known, if I would have known what I've known now, and what a proper endocrinologist, Professor Palazzo, told me is they should have not put you on it so soon. You should have let your thyroid try and level out. It goes out of whack, but he goes, now you've been ping ponging, you've basically just shot yourself in the foot. So yeah, you're either you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Now if I don't take the medicine, I go palpitation mode and cardiac issues, and it's just it's shit now. Because I can't regulate off the medication.
Yeah.
So it's shit.
That's the thing, a lot of these medications, you can't get off them. There's a weaning side to them. If you try and wean off them, you can get brain zaps, you can get...
What are you saying, brother?
Other side effects. Yo.
Yeah, carbamazole fucks you up, mate. You're only supposed to be on it 2 years. I've been on it solid 3.5 years now. And then my endocrinologist is kicking down my fucking door. It's like, Danksy, I think it's time, I'm like, maybe. I keep booking the surgery and just dodging it, but like, shit. I'm due for it. I think like, I'm going to try one more holistic approach. I'm going to stop smoking. Tell you what I did do, guys. I'm going to be honest with you, right? Every time I stopped smoking, my thyroid levels went back to normal. And I've never had normal levels of thyroid in 8 years, and both times I quit. Within about 8 months, my thyroid and my TSH went back to normal. I've always been in the high 20s to 70s and high T4s, high T3s, and no TSH. I've not had a TSH in like 9 years, which is your thyroid stimulating hormone. I think that's what it is. That's what it's called. And I've not had a normal one in 8 years. And when I stopped smoking cannabis, it went back to normal. So it's not smoke. I think what I'm trying to say is cannabis is good for it, but I feel like smoking it is where combusting cannabis actually harms you more than it helps. And I think that's what I've realized. And that's why I'm trying to say I'm going to try one more time. I've not told my endocrinologist. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to do the vaporizing method. I'm going to do more edibles, stop the smoking, go a year. And if it ain't balanced out like it did last time, then I wasn't right, was I? I just need to get it out. So I'm going to try one more time. But I need to stop smoking. And I've noticed twice that's happened. for someone who has never had normal thyroid levels. And that's not for everyone. And they do say that smoking is probably the worst thing for Graves' disease. So there you go. So it's pretty catch-22. You smoke your meds.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dylan. Welcome to the chat, mate.
What's happening,
Digressing and
Dancy? I
talking
don't want to interrupt you. Hello, everybody.
We say
Hello,
brother.
Vinny.
How you doing, Mo? How you doing, Smack? Uncle,
We say brother.
BTM.
He's eating his dinner there. Oh, fucking hell. What are you eating?
Uncle has just
He's
gone into pure
Uncle's munching.
id mode. Goz is in
Uncle's
id mode. He's just
Devouring
satisfying needs right now.
What you
Yeah,
munching
my
on?
wife got me some leftover roast. I had some RSO bananas and got
So
hungry.
can I just say, can I just say something? So I met Gods through my channel, guys, right? And this is one person, like you said, we all go through our dark days, don't we? I've met him through the channel, and he's one person. Because I don't really, I've cut. Imagine this. I don't speak to much people anymore, mate. I've cut everyone off. You're at that stage in your life, and I've met a few solid people through my channel, mate. And he's definitely one of them, boss, mate. So give you your flowers, lad. You're absolute legend, absolute legend.
Big up, Goz.
Big up.
Big up, Gods.
Big
Oh,
up
yeah,
the
he needs-
helicopter captain.
He needs
I
to
call
get
him
some
the
of his
helicopter
medicated
captain.
bananas over to you.
Sorry, Vinny, what you call him?
I'm gonna hit
Helicopter
another dab.
captain. With his little
he's
helicopter
fucking-
contraption.
Oh, this with a clip. My bean
Ah,
clip on
right,
top.
yeah.
Big
Yeah.
it up.
I'm gonna go and get another
Sorry, I've
pot
been
of butter.
eating
I
like the
think.
biggest. I'm eating like the biggest dab.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Pardon me.
Looks like a melted jelly bean.
This salted caramel fudge. AVB. AVB. Oh, lovely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I should really stop that because usually I portion it off into obviously like portions, but it's starting to melt. It's out of the fridge. It's soft. It's like proper caramel. Oh, so yeah, I need to put that back in the fridge.
Oh, we got a
Back-
PWAC update as well. I now have thyroxine for the rest of my life. It's hard to get the dose right. I was on 125 milligrams. Think I should be on 150. Just had a blood
Wow.
test and my dose was reduced to 100 milligrams. Totally fucks you up.
It does. They tried to put me on. So I'm glad you met some thyroxine. Levoxine, they call it, or Levox. Something begins with an L. So she must
I've
have. They must
forgotten all
have.
this.
They must have a underactive. I'm assuming, right? Or yeah, they have. So someone to take thyroxine, they need to be underactive, which means they either no longer have a thyroid or their thyroid is not
Yeah.
working.
So they've had the operation basically. They were saying earlier that they've had
okay, yeah.
they've had
So that makes sense.
radiation drink.
So yeah,
I think.
so they need to try and ask the endocrinologist to add a bit of T3 into their treatment, because I'm on block and replace. I have seen, listen, so I've went on to Bupa just to get to the bottom of this thyroid issue, and I actually got lucky enough to meet one of the head of the British Thyroid Foundation, Professor Palazzo, one of the leading thyroid surgeons. Yeah, no, just by luckily going through YouTube, and he basically mentioned it's just like, you know, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of scenario. So I know that, like, to get it balanced out is nigh near impossible, but you do stabilize. But there's so much ifs and buts. It's all subjective to the person, because the person hasn't.
Yeah.
There could be a multitude of issues going on. So they put me on block and replace, and that kind of worked for me. So they would stop my thyroid producing it, and then give me the Levox. I can't. What's it called again?
Okay, I
Thyroxine?
see. Thyroxine,
And then
yeah.
that stabilized me, but then I started getting the symptoms of underactive, and then it's a mess, mate. So the medication, unfortunately, I'm scared of taking it out, because once I take it out, I'm not left with anything else other than having it out. And then if I become symptomatic, as they've explained, I don't really want to cross that barrier, mate. That's something I'm still anxious about today. I've dodged the thyroid surgery 3 times, and it's something that I fear. So I can understand what it's like for them. It's a nightmare. Imagine, like, you've now removed one. It's a vital organ for one, and you've removed it, and now you're trying to balance it out. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
So they mentioned they can't get it right. So one thing I have dug deep in this rabbit. I love rabbit holes. One thing I can recommend, and I can't give you medical advice, but I can tell you someone I've spoke to a few important people. Try and speak to your endocrinologist about adding some T3 because with the medication you're taking, it's only giving you the T4, and we need T4 and T3. And the medicine what you're talking about, I think it only gives you T4. So you really need to speak to them about adding T3. If he's smart and he knows what he's doing, he would understand. Because if your treatment plan isn't working, that is your next option. That would be your next option. So speak to your endocrinologist about finding some sort of way of them adding T3 into your treatment plan. Because I've noticed a lot of people that have the same problem as you, they add it and they do have great results, but that doesn't mean you're going to have them great results. But it's something you could explore. So I'm not a doctor, but I'm someone who has Graves and Hashimoto's. So under and over is pretty much ping ponging me over there. So
yeah,
that's the last of the rabbit hole I dug for that, and and that's pretty much what you should discuss with a medical professional. So yeah, that's my 2 pence on that.
Well, I just feel lucky that I'm in remission then, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, I've only been twice in remission, and I still felt like shit, but it was in remission. That's what that mattered.
Yeah,
so I'm going to try
back up sometimes, though. Yeah, this is the whole problem.
Yeah, I've been in a flare for nearly 6 years, mate. I've not had a not flare. I'm not symptomatic. I'm less symptomatic in the last 3-4 months. It's been quite good, to be honest. Only my eyes. But other than that, it's like you mentioned, BPM. It's horrible when it's your immune system because it's responsible for so much shit, inflammation. It's bullshit. It's absolute nonsense.
Yeah, I was having a good, got a medical good experience. So I was actually starting to find obviously some strains that helped with my conditions, and then life threw me a curveball where, bullshit and family and the services and the police and stuff like that, and the stress levels went through the roof, which has affected my health unbelievably. I can't explain.
Same, brother. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Discrimination. I can't explain it. I'm one of the people right at the forefront of discrimination before the police even got issued all their like updated legislation, what they should deal with patients. I've had it really bad.
No,
but what it's done to my health and actually my physical health issues is really bad. What it's kind of done to the mental health side of that is because it's knocked my physical health back.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
you don't need to
stress kill you.
That's what I said. It's catch-22. You don't need to explain. It's the worst thing. So, especially with the police, can you touch on what's going on? Can you touch on what the issue is with the police and why it's an issue for you?
All right, you like this one? I got arrested in my own property for basically saying to someone, "If you're crossing a line, I'll phone the police." Basically, I got arrested for shouting that at someone under common assault. Apparently, shouting that you're going to phone the police on someone is common assault.
Was you known to the police before that? Was you known to the police before that?
No, never before. Never convictions. No, nothing. No, nothing ever. I mean, nothing ever. And since then, I got arrested. The charges dropped and stuff. But I've had subject access requests. And then it turned out that the 2 incidents first that I dealt with the police have basically lied in their statements and written false statements.
As they do.
And then on a third day, they make a false statement that the person has cannabis psychosis.
No,
I'm joking. Sent to then my GP, who then harassed me the last half a year, basically, then sending all the mental health services after me. I am not joking. This was all from a false accusation that the person felt scared that I was going to phone the police on them. I'm not joking. The police have basically destroyed my medical records and destroyed my life. And I'm getting emotional to talk about it because I don't want to talk about it, but they fucked my life up. That Surrey
No,
police
what the-
fucked my life up.
Oh, sorry, police. Jesus Christ. I
Yes,
don't, yeah.
the fuckers in the news at the moment that lie in statements and stuff.
Yeah, they're scumbags,
Yeah.
mate. Sorry,
That's my voice against theirs, obviously on their
allegedly,
first 2
allegedly
days. Yeah.
scumbags. Allegedly.
Yeah, but obviously they have body cameras and stuff. Obviously they record stuff. You say something to them, it's deleted 30 days later, isn't it? Of course it is. Fucking sorry. So you touched on a bad subject about asking about that. Yeah, I am at the forefront of a patient with major discrimination issues, and I'm struggling to find legal support and help to basically take on the local council and the local services.
That's an important thing to discuss because you're not the only person probably going through that. So that's probably why I might be digging in this area, because I think you find a lot of people can relate to this. You know, like this is why I try and mention to Smack about how he advocates for the usage and the normalization of the medicine. And like I'm not going to say such a strong word, but you are technically being persecuted just because you use that method of medicating. And you're not the only one going through it. I can relate to a lot of what you're saying, mate. And I've seen the system really fuck a lot of people over, mate. Just for using this plant. And
I'm 6'4", covered in tattoos and piercings, ADHD, autistic, never been arrested in my life, extremely stressed under that situation where I actually am dealing with chronic health issues, in pain all the time, and they arrested me falsely. How do you think I'm going to react, and how do you think those police are going to take me? They don't know me, they don't know my life story or about my backstory. They just made a snap judgment when, oh, it's the male, he's an aggressive person, or it's going to be him, isn't it? That is politics for you. Sorry. That is politics for you, and that is the sad thing about it. I've basically had politics dealt on me, and it's false lies. I've got my subject matter request and seen parts of it, and how do I prove it? It's my word against theirs, you know? Without my own cameras or body cameras on me at the time, it's like one person's word against theirs, but they've destroyed my fucking life. And I don't know what to do. Sorry to say it. You can imagine what damaging someone's medical records, making out they have psychosis, has done to me.
No, they're taking a piss. I remember one time I've had 2 thyroid storms. I remember one time I was a bit edgy on the phone to my doctor, and she accused me of being aggressive. To say that to somebody who is in a thyroid storm is absolutely fucking crazy. You know, I was panicking and I needed help, and they weren't really helping. And I didn't say anything too aggressive, but somehow every time I spoke to a GP, that was on my fucking record, mate. You understand? And they put it down to the usage of cannabis, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I've had that as well. That's on my record as well.
It's because it's the easy way out, isn't it? It's the easy option for them to blame it on that.
Yeah.
I've got fucking brain disease. Are you fucking like? You might as well call me bipolar. Are you fucking retarded? I'm sorry, I don't want to say retarded. Jeez, I just said
I know what you mean.
We
know what you mean.
You don't want to say it. Oh, dang.
I don't know. Yeah,
Sadly,
sorry.
these people are uneducated about the conditions that they're actually treating, and then they're making false assumptions, and then they're actually discriminating you and putting those things in your files. Honestly, my medical records is an absolute state of contradictory. One person's false statement against others, and it's one after another. How am I supposed to sort that? Unless you go looking, you always get copies of your medical records. I would say that. I've actually got it on my medical records where my own doctor tried to doctor my medical records, which is another fraudulent situation. They've actually tried to delete the whole day out of my records to cover over what they were trying to make out with, he's got psychosis. I've got the actual proof because I kept records. I made sure I got my updates. So if you're someone with health conditions, make sure you get records and copies of your. Don't believe what these people are writing on their. Don't believe what these people are putting down on their systems and their computers and what they're writing, because what I've then read back, I'm like same with the police situation. That's not what was said on scene. That was not what was said in that phone conversation. It's like, unbelievable.
They only write down. Listen, I've been there. They only write it down. You see, when they write stuff down, it's so funny because you know what you're talking about is what they're looking for. You're like, oh, look, you're only writing down the stuff that's only going to make you look bad. You've not taken in anything I've said to you for the past 10 minutes. You've just written down in. He feels very angry.
That's it. They've literally made their own statement and gone, oh, well, I'm going to make up my own narrative. So I'm going to write my own story of what went on in my own version. That's not what went on. If you're dealing with someone who's like autistic or got or wears a body camera, you'll be safe. That's the whole thing. It really feels like you have to wear a body camera throughout your whole life to deal with these people.
I would like to say as well, though, you are allowed legally to record your meetings with your GP, the BMA, British Medical, whatever they're fucking called. They recognise that you do it and they're happy with it, and that doctors should allow it.
Yeah, but this is the whole thing. It's the same with the police one. You shouldn't have to. I even said that.
Absolutely.
With the police. So I said, I don't feel I should have to go and get a body camera to film you back, but you should have told me that you were filming me. As I said to one of them, but this is the whole problem. I don't think they liked the fact I knew the laws, I knew the legalities of
they definitely
when cannabis was legalised. They didn't know it. I was teaching all their officers, and because of that, someone was like, I don't like that guy. He's full of himself. I'm going to ruin his whole fucking life. I'm going to ruin.
That's why I got. That's why I got raided, because I was at the animal rights protest shouting the laws at them and shouting at them to do their job properly. They did not like that.
You got raided. Hold on a minute.
Do your jobs properly.
Did you say you got raided?
Yeah, this was like 3 years ago now.
One second, guys. Listen, this is Vinny from Vinny's Lounge, isn't it? So he's quite new to the scene.
I thought it might have been hello again, Vinny.
Didn't we?
Hello.
It's nice to have a face to the name.
Yeah, I know. I've not been doing it long, but you're one of the channels, Smack, that I've seen, which inspired me to do it. To be honest, one of the first channels. So yeah, it's going good, I think.
Shit.
Yeah, more the merrier. We need we need as many channels as we can. Building momentum.
I don't know. I'm so stoned. The edibles have kicked in for the past 2 hours.
We're about to all get banned. We're all going to get banned.
Listen, people need to stand together because people and media and certain organisations are pumping out false narratives. That's the truth.
Exactly. Yes, solid.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
I didn't want to censor you there, lad, mate. Go on, go again. What was he saying?
Sorry,
which one? Smackle.
Do you remember what I done to Smack's Live? I tried to sabotage it from the inside. Like I was blocking people's comments.
Yeah, there was a great question that just came up on the screen. Then someone, I think Herbalist, asked it if people in prison can get access to medical.
Yeah, that's listen. So I've tried this. My brother is serving life, and I tried to get this, and it's virtually near impossible unless you're flying in drones.
Well,
no, I've never done fucking whoa. Like I'm being in the vicinity there, but I have looked that up because my brother's not well, and I feel like his condition would suit him very well, and it's near impossible. Unless the attitude really changes, it's very limited in jail, isn't it? They're not going to let people start fucking. But I've tried, and I don't think it's quite possible yet. I feel maybe in 10 years, maybe.
They certainly weren't happy giving me any. I was in the cell for 12 hours, and I kept saying, "Yeah, I want my meds. I want my meds. I want my meds." They weren't happy with that at all. That wasn't going anywhere. And eventually they said they were going to send them off to be tested because there's such a massive difference between medical and street weed, and it's like, I don't think there is, but okay.
Oh, they're retarded. Oh god, I said it again.
Cancel dancing. Cancelling.
Tell them to check my channel, Peter.
I'm cancelled already, lads. My channel's gone. It's gone. I am just a humble servant. I'm just here to I'm just here because everyone's coming together. Like I come in Smack's life. I don't mind Smokey and that. And I
Well,
jumped on
shout out to
Smokey.
Dancy though. Shout out to
Seems
you,
return.
Dancy, for linking everyone up. Just want to say that.
Yeah.
Thank you
This
for
is Smack.
arranging and
This is Smack's
you
seed.
know,
We planted the seed and the plant's growing. Here we are. Well
yeah,
done,
man,
lads.
big
And
up.
Smokey's been doing her lives anyway, so shout out Smokey. Smokey, bless you for staying in here because I know you're holding on for dear life.
Thank
But
you,
I
Smokey.
appreciate it.
And thank you for having me in your stream earlier as well.
I'm just wondering when Gozin's going to stop eating, if it's ever going to happen.
Well, no, that doesn't stop.
I'm sure he's been eating for about an hour now.
How many plates is that now?
But no, it's not sweets. He's been doing RSO bananas.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Where's mine?
It started with the bananas about an hour ago. He's
Me
still
and
stuffing
Smack
his
have had the
face. There
banana
we go.
daddy. He's got the banana RSO.
Then he had an RSO cashew, RSO beef.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
whatever was on
Yeah.
that.
The cashew
Something.
was going out of control.
It's just
We're
going
getting
nuts. And Danks, he's had, well, at least 200 milligrams, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Holy
I feel like I
crap.
should go and get some coconut oil out the fridge.
You've done a lot. So fucking, I'm just swearing. I'm absolutely baked from these edibles. I don't know how I'm actually formulating words. Even as I'm speaking, my brain's like, quick, piece this word together, and it's just failing on it. It's failing miserably. But I enjoyed the edibles. I like that. That was nice. I feel like
What's everyone,
big up
what's
Danksy
everyone
for
medicating
hosting, though,
with?
yeah,
then?
for sure.
What's everyone medicating with this evening? Anyone got anything nice going on other than the banana RSO?
I'm loving this. I'm loving the apricot cream and cheese.
Oh yeah, is that the
balanced?
The balanced one.
Yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. Oh, I should say I'm enjoying dabs off it.
Yeah, different story altogether. The dabs I've heard.
Oh, yeah, the balanced dabs are really nice. Very tasty.
I'm waiting for Uncle Goz to hook me up with some. Well, not hook me up, but yeah, show me the way.
Was he going to send you some bananas?
Send me an inbox.
Yeah,
send me an inbox on Discord.
I will do.
That is highly suspicious.
This one I've been hitting, this butter, I've had this for a few months, man. This is Stardog. People slate Stardog, yeah, but I've just taken all this shit part of Stardog away and left myself with a good bit of Stardog. And Stardog is fucking banging, man. Stardog extract. Oh, try it. Nice. Good shit.
Yeah. When it first
One of my
came
favourites.
around and it was grown well, it was decent, but it just got spoiled.
Well, when you make the dabs, you just take all the goodness off, didn't you? So it don't matter how shit, scraggy or anything it is. I'll get the good bits of it. It was high quality flour in the first place.
The last time I pressed black market flour was Stardog, and it pressed really well, and it was lovely. It's a really good
Why do
dab.
people hate Starbucks?
It's
It's
just
a
shitloads of
lovely
flavour.
plant. It's a lovely
It's not a
plant.
bad name, isn't it? The
I
chemicals.
know people that only smoke Stardog.
Yeah, same. I know people who it's because it's so strong, but I mean,
Yeah, fuck you up. It's really strong.
The side effects that I've experienced off it are not good. I mean, that's just me personally speaking. It's not very clean. The one I had, very harsh, fucks you up to the point where you feel ill for the next few days. But that could just be the one I had. I don't know, but
It's a shame it's grown in dirty conditions most of the time. Not cared for the best.
But I tell you what, though, the guava dog, I've had that before, and that is beautiful.
I think the guava dog is the best out of all of the dogs.
Yeah, definitely.
I
had an orange one as well one time, and the orange.
I've had Stardog, Chem Dog, Ghost Dog, Fire Dog,
Chem Dog,
Guava Dog.
Say that again, Smokey.
Really liked.
Yeah, I like
Chem
Chem.
Dog. Chem Dog is fire. That's fire.
Mm.
That is the one. That is the.
I prefer Guava over all of them.
Yeah, I think guava tops it just a little bit for me, but Chem I liked a lot as well.
Funky and gassy. That's what Chem Dog is, man. Lovely straight.
Yeah, well, I love gas, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Right, guys.
I've been using that 420 Farmer Pineapple Fuzz. I just took a punt on it, and that's quite fruity, gassy, Mo. You might like that, you know. It's really gassy on the back end, with lots of fruit, sweet.
Oh,
Get the pineapple on it, but it's a bit 85 quid. It's expensive. It's not cheap, but I'm glad I tried it. It was worth it. I enjoyed it. Big rock hard nugs, resined up as well.
What was that again? What variety was that?
That's the pineapple fuzz. It's a nice. The genetics on it. It's a BX1 on both parents. So I think it was animal mints with biscotti. No, animal mints and Skittles BX1, and it's got the pure orange hairs. Like when you see the structures on it, it's done well. I think it'll press really well as well. You know.
Oh, sounds good. That.
I've just uploaded a review earlier of it. I've had it about a week. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice one.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
So
good structures on it. Yeah.
What were you saying, Danks?
5 minutes. 3 minutes to 5 minutes left, guys. So if anyone wants to add anything, Vinny, add it. What do you recommend?
I've got to go anyway.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate everyone for attending. I aimed for an hour, then it kind of died. Smack was reviving it, and then Smokey blessed it and gave it an extra starter pack, and we're here now. We made it to 3 hours and 50 minutes, and I appreciate it. Like, I
3
appreciate
hours
it.
is a damn good run.
I was trying to join earlier, but I was having some technical issues. I don't know what I was doing it wrong, but you guys have been on it for ages, haven't you?
Yeah, so as for lives, I probably might do it once a month. But if you want to invite me to yours, I'm free to moderate, cooperate, or whatever it is, mate. Just if I'm available at the time, just let me know, and I'll try and add my 2 pence if I can. But I
Nice
appreciate you joining in, mate. Smokey and Smack and Solid as well. Nice to meet you. And Goz, if I ever when I do create a line of Danksy strains, and if I get to that ever stage, mate, I'm gonna name one called Banana Goz. That's
Banana Yeah, boy.
We're gonna call it Banana Goz. I'm hearing pineapple fuzz, and I'm thinking, hold on a minute, we can get a Banana Goz on the go, mate. Trust me.
I like that.
All right, listen, I appreciate it again, man. Vinny, man, late for joining, but I appreciate it again, mate.
No worries, bro. Enough love.
As I said, Smack, mate. Free anytime for you, lads.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you again.
Man, yeah, thank you for hosting, and I'm going to go live tomorrow night then.
I will join you if you need me. I'll be there. No problem.
Nice one. I'll go live
think
from
the
about
industry-
from
don't leave me,
4:20
don't
if I
go.
can.
Yeah, how do I shut it down, Smack? I'm pushing buttons again. I don't know what to do. What do I do?
See you later, everyone.
No.
Hydrate.
Now I can see the
Hydrate.
now I can see the
Go
chat. I can
hydrate.
see the chat. Oh my god, I can see the chat. I can see the chat. I can see. It's too late now, isn't
What's
it?
that?
I can see the chat.
Oh, hydrate. It's your mug.
All right. I appreciate you guys, man.
Hydrate.
Take care.
Yeah,
Come on,
shout out to
hydrate.
everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone on stream.
Big love
See you
to
later.
everyone.
Nice
Peace.
one.
Yeah.
Everyone have a
Take
wonderful
care.
week and a wonderful day, wonderful evening.
So that was-
Yeah, you
I
can
don't know
nice
how
to
to
meet
leave
you
now,
guys.
Right,
Take
bye.
care. Take care.